Tennessee today. It's either Lebanon or Lebanon, not Lebanon or anything else. It's Lebanon. Welcome to the show today. We're broadcasting live from Haley Veterinarian Practice. You hear Dr. Haley. He's part of the great family here at 102.5 The Game. He's the exotic vet, and people from all over the country come to see Dr. Haley because he's an exotic vet, and it's packed here today. Chase McCabe is off. Dr. Crane's with me. Already this morning, we've seen a porcupine and about 7 dogs that we're going to kidnap and take home with us.
Yeah, the dogs are absolutely beautiful. They're sweet little like teddy bears in a roundabout way. Just pet them. But the porcupine, though, holy cow!
I mean, I could have stared at that porcupine for 3 hours.
What was the porcupine's name again?
Moochie.
Moochie. I mean, the schnoz
right?
on a porcupine, I never would have thought would be that big. It reminded me of like a pig's snout.
And are those needles that come out of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have like a little hook on the end of them to where it's like bar your skin, you know, the barb, like the barb. Yeah. So they said make sure you don't go the opposite way because then your hand would be all.
Just pet him the right way.
Yeah, just pet it down the groove.
So thank you. So we're looking forward. Dr. Haley will join us about 1:30 today. This place is fascinating because they had a porcupine, they've had snake, a cockatoo, kangaroo, all kind of cool monkeys,
chimpanzees. There was a giant mastiff getting some procedures. You
can say spade.
Spade, okay.
It's okay.
I'm trying to be proper.
Why would you be proper? There's other words to use that's not proper for that.
Out of respect of the animal.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Okay, good. Thanks.
Yeah.
You don't want to upset the animal who probably is still in.
Did you see that thing?
Anesthesia.
Did you see that thing online that apparently there is new data that's starting to come to the grounds of saying that we can communicate with animals through certain electronic devices, which would be kind of crazy. That'd be groundbreaking.
Do you drink at night?
Not really, no.
Where'd you find this story?
It was on
yeah, exactly.
on Twitter.
All right, so a lot to get to today. We'll have Chris Sanders join us at 1:00. And you were at the CMA. By the way, how was it last night?
It was
CMA
pretty good.
Fest.
1 out of 10. It was about a 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
what could have made it an 8? Florida Georgia line not showing up.
Maybe a little bit of that. I would definitely say longer sets. The set list was too short. Obviously, you have TV rights and stuff, people that videotape all that stuff, whatnot. But I think
whatnot.
Yeah, Ella was on there. Jelly Roll guest appearance. Jelly Roll of all people. I was like, no way, Jelly Roll.
What was he doing? Just
he had a full set. It was just a set that nobody was expecting. Wasn't on the list. Wasn't on anything. So, Jelly Roll was there. Florida Georgia line was there. I heard Jake mention that Stella Lefty girl. She was performing there with some guy named Vincent Mason.
Vince Vega from Pulp Fiction?
No, Vincent Mason. And then Jason Aldean closed it out. And I was shocked a little bit. Once he came out on stage, half of the stadium cleared out.
Was it because they don't like him, or was this came on? You said he showed up at midnight?
Yeah, I think he went on 30 minutes late. He was going at 11:30, went on at midnight.
Yeah, I mean, I would be. That's a late night, right? Going on there. Please tell me you booed Florida Georgia line.
I just walked out. I walked out and
I'll take that. Yeah. That's even better.
Yeah, I walked out and actually got some chicken tenders and fries.
Okay.
I'm a Tindy guy.
Nice. Was that set you back $38 over there?
Yeah, it was
Good
like
Lord.
$24.50.
Just know when you do that, you're paying Cam Ward's salary to do all that.
You know how I feel about that.
Because you were there last night, you missed. Look, and I've told you guys about my hockey, right? If the Preds are on, I'm watching every game. If they're not, I don't care. But I really think you should watch championship games and final games. I turned it on last night in the third period of the Carolina-Vegas game. And look, I like action. I like fighting. I like just determination. I don't care what fourth line's doing what and all the other nonsense. Holy cow. That third period, I mean, Carolina roared back, and they won in overtime last night. If you're not watching the finals, you should watch it. And this is coming from a guy that's very like an old man. Like, I'm not watching that stuff. I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great last night. So now we got game 2 of the NBA final between the Spurs and the Knicks. That was fun the other night. If I'm home, I'll try to catch that and see what happens.
Knicks in 6.
So now you're a big basketball guy.
No, I've always been a Knicks fan. I just don't really follow the NBA religiously. I have pictures of when I was a big Carmelo Anthony fan. Still am a Carmelo fan.
Well, I'm a big Luke Cornett fan. So hopefully the Spurs can battle back and take it. But they're fun to watch, and I think all like the Wimbledon final. We have the French Open final this week. I think those are always fun to watch because they don't happen every day in their championship games.
I agree. I think championship games, they're just in a different tax bracket. They're special. Obviously, the pageantry around it of ending the season being the best of the best, but there's just the buildup, kind of like with the college football playoff, the buildup to these games, the buildup to the series itself. It's incredible. And it's only magnified in the city of New York City because you have Spike, you got Tracy Morgan, Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet. You have all these A-list celebrities that sit on the court side. Just you have TV cameras that pan in.
But they've always done that.
I know, but in today's day and age, you don't see that in really any other sports minus football when Taylor Swift shows up to play.
Well, you're too young, but the original super fan was Jack Nicholson at all the Laker games on
yeah.
the side, sitting there, and I mean he was courtside, and I forget the producer Lou something that was sitting next to him, and they were buddies for all those years. So that was the where's Jack Nicholson? So It's always been fun, but New York, it's always put the guys, and the Preds do that a little bit when there's some celebrities there, which is fine to do all that. All right, we're gonna get to our question of the day. This is one that we've debated about for a few days. 615-737-1025. There for years now, there have been people who've been sneaking into sports stadiums and spreading ashes of loved ones. Right, Jordan Hare does that at Neyland Stadium, between the hedges. People sneak in and spread ashes of love because that's their wish to do that. So here's the question today: if you could spread your ashes in any sports stadium or anywhere, where would you do it? Where would you like your ashes spread? In a sports stadium, it could be an arena, it doesn't matter. Where would you like? Because I asked this question, people are like, that's a great question, and they'll give you like 9 different answers of places that they would like their ashes to be spread. And I think it's cool. I mean, if you're a huge Auburn fan, you would, spread it at Jordan Hare. I mean, or whatever college fan, or there were reports, people try to get into Wrigley Field and spread their ashes, loved ones' ashes there. Where would you, Dr. Crane, like your ashes spread?
Give me.
You get two places.
Okay. One of them is the right field bullpen at Busch Stadium.
Right. Okay. The new, I guess.
Yeah, it's now Busch Stadium 3. I mean, that's the current one they're playing.
Because the old one's gone. It's stupid, Joe. Okay. Yeah. All right. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. The right field bullpen at Busch Stadium.
What's the significance of that?
Significance would be all the great closing pitchers that have come through that franchise that have helped win all world championships for the NL and especially the St. Louis Cardinals. That's where the Cardinals pride themselves on winning championships is through the bullpen.
All right.
And so I don't know. I feel like I'm a strong guy. I'm confident enough. So I like to say I belong in the bullpen.
Very well. Well, we get the other half. Where's it go?
Okay. This one is if there's a way I could do 3, but I have to pick 2.
Pick 2, pal.
The second one would be in Milan, Italy, San Siro. If we're just sticking with sports places, the San Siro for sure.
What's that?
It is AC Milan soccer
like a massage
stadium.
Parlor.
No, it's not. It's AC Milan soccer stadium that's been around since like the early 1900s,
okay,
like 1890s.
All right.
And they're going to tear it down October of 2027. Luckily, I'll be fortunate enough to see it this upcoming fall. But that's where I would love to have my ashes spread because there's so much history, rich history in soccer that has happened on those grounds and in that stadium. And the fact that it's one of the largest European stadiums in all of that continent is just incredible.
Okay, nice. Mine's simple because you know how much I love McGavick High School.
Really?
50-yard line of McGavick.
Love that.
That's half go there and they half go in Duval Street and Key West. That's it. That's where I would spread my ashes. Okay. I would like them to be that. So when I pass away, which will probably be soon because the way I eat, it's like, hey, get this guy's ashes there and do that.
Okay.
All right.
I will make sure to fulfill that promise, but that's not going to happen anytime soon.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Brando, I know you're young. Brando, what about you, buddy?
So I thought about this when Nick sent it to me earlier, and the first place that came up for me was Memorial Gym. That is the first sporting venue I ever stepped foot in. It is the reason that I even love basketball or love college basketball. A lot of my best memories kind of came from there. So that was definitely like the first spot that I had to go with when I thought this. The second one, there's no personal tie to it, but I think that there's just so much sports history there that I have to pick it. MSG, the Garden. I have to pick there. I mean, just the amount of things that have happened as a sports fan inside of Madison Square Garden. And I know Mr. Nick Frazier is hoping maybe one or two more historic things happen there in the next few weeks. It's hard to not pick there. Just the significance of that place in terms of sports history as a sports fanatic, that was something that I felt like would be another really cool spot.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's those are good. I mean, like I said, there's no wrong or right answer. It's just your answer of where do you think you like your Ashes spread to do that. Because I've known some that have done it at Neyland Stadium just because of the love of the Tennessee Vols. And I think it's really cool. I mean, this places like the right field for you means a lot to you. So there's like I said, there's no wrong answer, but some place you'd like to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up a big baseball fan. You know how much I love baseball. Some people may hate it, whatever, but it's just that when you grow up around a sport like that,
right,
and you grow up around the rich history of the St. Louis Cardinals, and obviously I have family ties to St. Louis, it makes it even more personal, and you just keep it close to your heart that way. But like if I went outside of sports, I would definitely do the Chase Park Plaza in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay,
that was one of the first videos that I saw my grandfather wrestle on VHS. So that's a pretty close to home there. And then the other place I'd like to get it spread would be probably on the beach. I'd say maybe Destin or.
Now you've got 4 places.
Well, I'm just saying I went sports and then non-sports.
You only get 2.
I know.
One
so
sports.
Never mind then.
615-737-1025. The response is starting to come in here. 4312 says Daytona Super Speedway Turn 3. Spread my ashes there so I can be with Dale and raise hell. Thank you. Dustin Hopkinsville says wherever my son plays college. He's only 6, but he's so athletic. He's going to be some big name on sports, I believe. Well done. 2518 says, oh, absolutely. I'm a huge Tennessee football fan. Neyland Stadium, no doubt right there as well. 9559 says Florida Field. I've been a Florida fan my entire life. I like my Ashes spread at Florida Field if ever it comes to that. So that's our question of the day. Where would you like your Ashes spread? Sports-wise, any stadium or anywhere you get 2 choices, what you want to do with them. Do that. Let us know. 615-737-1025. We're broadcasting live from Haley Veterinarian Practice here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Dr. Haley's our exotic vet. You hear the commercials all the time. He's a proud member of our family. We'll talk to Dr. Haley in the 1 o'clock hour. It's really cool because we've seen a porcupine today, 15 dogs we're going to take home, and everything else. We're having fun. Back with more. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right on 102.5 The Game.
bad. It's not
She
bad.
played this last night.
She did. Yeah. It's not one of my favorites, but she did.
Nice. Did that guy come out and sing with her?
No, he did not.
Okay.
Riley Green.
Yep. All right. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. Dr. Crane recapping his wonderful night at the CMA Fest last night when he left halfway through.
Did not.
We're broadcasting live today at the Haley Veterinarian Clinic here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Dr. Haley, the exotic vet. You hear the commercials on 102.5 all the time. People from all over come to see Dr. Haley. By the way, we were at the golf tournament, the 6105 Open.
Yeah.
Dr. Haley is the vet to all the sheep.
Really?
Pulls up. I'm like, hey, you out here for our remote? And he's like, no, I'm the vet for the sheep.
Are you kidding
I
me?
tell you, the guy is so in demand. It's awesome. And we were here before. We had the snake,
Yep.
cockatoo, kangaroo, monkey. What else we have?
The chimps.
The chimps. Yeah, I had. Aren't the
Um,
same thing? Chimps and a monkey.
I thought the chimpanzees are different. Aren't they the?
We'll ask Dr. Haley.
Yeah, he knows all.
They all show up here.
And
so
we're at
it's
Noah's
very
Ark, anyways. There's two of everything. So I mean,
cool. Right? We're doing all that.
you got the aquarium right there. I mean,
and there's like what's in there? A caiman?
caiman or a gecko or
Something.
Yeah.
This is just
it's a
like-
reptile. It's definitely a reptile.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Chase McCabe off today. Dr. Crane with us. Brando behind the board. Our question today: where would you like your ashes spread? It could be a sport. You got two places: sports, non-sports. Where would you like to do that? Let's go to the phone: 615-737-1025. John, welcome into the show. John, how are you today?
I'm good. Hello?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
buddy.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, pal.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny you're talking about the ashes thing because my 92-year-old mom just passed away.
Oh man,
and she was
sorry.
from Louisville, and it's all right. She always loved the Derby, and she didn't want to have any kind of memorial service next year, and just very quietly and surreptitiously scatter ashes in the infield for her.
Oh man, that's awesome. Was it open at the time?
Was it? No, we're going next year.
Oh, next year. Oh, you cut out for a second.
Yeah,
My
she
bad.
died after the Derby this year. She
Oh.
just died, 10 days ago. But we're
Okay.
going to keep her ashes, and then me, my daughters, my sister, her daughter, we're all just going to go up there and just everybody have a little bit of her ashes and just walk around. I know it's probably illegal, but
Hey,
We're
look,
gonna
hey, it's
scatter
just
a
me,
little
you,
bit
and Dr.
around
Crane,
anyway.
man. Nope, nobody's listening to us. Just us three. You're good. Well, I'm sorry about your
All
mom,
right,
man.
yeah.
What was your mom's name?
Peggy.
Peggy. Beautiful. John, thanks for calling, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. 615-737-1025. Where you want your ashes. A lot of response to the text line, Dr. Crane. We want to read some?
Yes, I'll try to get that on my computer. But you
Okay.
can go ahead.
I'll read them
first.
if you're not prepared.
Oh, come on. Every time I log into the text line, it takes forever.
Joey from Gallatin in Iowa, at the location, the Field of Dreams. Visit all young players for decades to come. Now, that's a pretty cool thing, man.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Mike at Kentucky Lake says, I'd rather listen to someone scratching their fingernails over a chalkboard than listen to Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
We're going to highlight that text. That's a text of the year right there to get it done there. 2205 says, to borrow a line from Bobby Knight, bury me face down at Neyland Stadium so all of you Tennessee fans can kiss my butt. All right, well, there you go there. Mike in Lebanon. I want my ashes at either Destin or the Sea. Destin on the Sea or Municipal Auditorium because I saw many great rock bands in the 80s there. That's pretty good. That's a look, it's about places that mean a lot to you, man, right? So
Right.
that's what it'd be. 3041. I put my ashes at MTSU Baseball Stadium because I got to call a play-by-play for the winningest team ever in 2009. That's what we're talking about, man.
Cool.
Well done. Kyle says, in a top dresser and be spread on a golf course.
Oh, yeah, top dresser. It's like what you call it. You know when they put the sand on top of the like Bermuda
Yeah.
to help resod it? I think that's what he's talking about. Top dressing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder how many Augusta. I bet they get a
yeah.
billion requests for Papa's ashes to be spread.
Well, again, you wonder how is that healthy for the grass? Ashes?
You're asking the one guy who knows nothing.
I
I don't know anything.
I mean,
right?
I don't know. I just think there has to be a designated spot for it. You know what I mean? But everybody's like, no, I wanted to be on the 18th green. No, I wanted to be on like the
Right.
16th fairway. Like, I could understand that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the
Well,
Mashers would have a big.
Could you do it like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank? You remember he walked the prison yard and emptied the rock, all that stuff, the gravel out of his pockets?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that.
Yeah, people look at it like he's just lint coming out.
So when my mother passed away, I took her ashes to Myrtle Beach because her brother died in a plane crash in the military and never went back. So I had to get a letter from the crematorium signifying these were actually ashes and not drugs.
Oh.
So I got pulled over in South Carolina. This true story.
Really?
Pulled over and the cop, and it's like, hey, just let you know, I got this form before you search because I was going like 90. And he's, oh, okay. And he's like, oh, thank you for that. That way I'll know. I said, here's an actual letter from the
crematorium.
Yeah, saying that I have ashes in the back. So I took those ashes and spread them in Myrtle Beach. But it was really therapeutic in a way. It wasn't emotional, but it was like, all right, so I got it. I understood what it meant. So when I read the story about the person that got in the Jordan hair and spread I was like, I get it. I get it. I understand this.
I have not had the pleasure to spread a family member's ashes at their request at a certain spot on planet Earth.
Right.
But what you're talking about with your mother, I'm sure there was a form of, like you said, I got it. I feel like, to me, that feels like a form of relief. Did it feel like a form of relief? Like, not closure,
you're
but
right.
like, comforting. Like,
well, I knew it made her happy, right?
Right.
Kyle says, it is healthy to put the ashes on the grass. You're incorporating into the soil helps with water percolation.
Okay.
Kyle, thank you, buddy. We learn something every day on the show that's new for all that.
Kyle, I'm just curious. Are you a greensman? Do you work on a golf course?
Is that what they're called?
I believe so. Greensman. Yeah.
Greensmen? Not landscapers?
No, greensmen are, I think, the ones that
workers.
You could do that.
Okay.
Greensmen are the ones that are specifically designated for the putting green.
Oh, by the way, that's hard work.
Oh yeah.
We were at the Hermitage Golf Course last week. I mean, there was 1,000 guys coming by, work nonstop to make sure the course is perfect.
Well, you got to make sure if they have zoysia grass or Bermuda grass or fescue or whatever it is, and you got to make sure the reel mowers that you use, they're called reel mowers, REEL,
right?
That they are perfectly sharpened, and then you go over at a certain height of the cut. You got to make sure it's in pristine condition.
And you make sure it's good to go for everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I will continue this today. 615-737-1025. Where would you like your ashes spread? Or have you ever done it with a loved one that's been gone to a sports arena or something that's memorable for them? We come back to the Madden 27 cover pictures out, right? I'm not a big video game guy, but you and Connor and Chase, everybody is. Not you?
I mean, I have a video game console, but I don't play it as often. I have this conversation a lot with Connor and Jake. I'm like, I wish I'd play a little bit more video games. I'm just busy. I'm with this, along with other stuff outside of radio, doing work.
As Lou Holtz says, nobody
cares.
Nobody wants to hear your problems.
You're right.
Half the people are glad you got them.
Yeah.
Half the people don't care.
Exactly.
I'm kidding about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Anyway, it's a picture, the cover, which is really cool, which got us talking about other famous photographs. The cover of Madden 27 is, should I read this?
Yeah, it's great.
Who's it from?
Kyle. He's the man. That's hilarious. They call him Grass Squatch.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. Oh, nice.
The groundskeepers call him Grass Squatch.
615-737-1025. We're broadcasting live from Haley Veterinarian Practice here in Lebanon, Tennessee. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, right on 1025 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show live here at Haley Veterinarian Practice in Lebanon, Tennessee. Dr. Haley will join us here in the 1 o'clock hour. He's fascinating. He's an exotic vet, and everything he does is just crazy. We've already saw a porcupine this morning. There's no telling what else that's going to come through here today. People from all over the Southeast come to see him. HaleyVet.com for more information on that. Our question today is, where would you like your ashes spread to get two places, sports, non-sports? 615-737-1025. We'll get back to some of those in just a moment. The Madden 27, is the Madden 27 game out or just the cover?
Just the cover, I believe. I think those games normally come out around like preseason or end of July or something. Because when I was in high school and in college, the college football video game was, not made, and then they made it a couple years ago,
right?
The 25, and it came out I think like July.
Okay,
it
all
comes
right,
out
cool,
officially on August 13th.
August 13th. There you go.
August 13th.
So around preseason. There you go.
That would be, let me guess, that would be a Thursday, Friday.
I believe a Friday. Let me double check that.
It is
Friday.
Yep, Friday.
It's Friday. I got it. I see that far ahead in the future.
Wow.
Just call me Kreskin. I can see that far in the future.
Right here on my calendar, it says Thursday, August 13th of 2026.
Is it Thursday?
That's what it says right here.
Thursday. Yeah.
You said Friday.
I said the 13th.
Yeah, but you said it was
Brando said
Friday.
Calendars are hard.
13th of Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it Friday.
I said Thursday or Friday.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, my
Selective
goodness.
hearing.
It is. So anyway, okay. That'd be exciting for all that. So what the picture is Caleb Williams.
Okay.
And he remade the picture of Jordan when he did the famous Jumpman picture with the Chicago skyline behind. It's really cool. I don't mind it. Usually I'm not a fan of recreating things.
Sure.
I don't mind this, and I don't know why.
Interesting. Is it because it's the historic Chicago Bears?
No, I just no. The picture. I'm
As a
recreating
whole,
the
yeah.
picture. I think you should do things like when people write emails using AI.
Yeah, it's not organic. It's not original.
I think that you need your brain's not firing, right? So
Right.
you need to be creative. When you do things AI, I think it's so stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's so lazy and stupid to do that. But this, I just like the fact that it pays homage to Jordan.
Okay.
It's very cool. Guy's going to be a superstar in the league. It's a very cool picture. I don't mind the picture.
Okay.
And I should mind it because it goes against what I stand for.
Well, again, it's the city of, I don't know how you're going to describe them as Chicago anymore because they might be going to Indiana now. Like, that's going to be kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, you are paying homage to a guy like Michael Jordan in the city of Chicago with the Bulls, but I don't know.
Do you like it or don't?
I'm not really a fan of it. I'm a fan of the Jordan brand. I'm a fan of, like, just the whole Jordan aspect of this. I'm just not a big fan of, like, Caleb Williams doing it, if that makes sense.
That's fine.
I want him to be his own person.
I get it.
That's my
Right.
issue.
Right.
Is like, just be your own person.
Be your own pal.
And I think he's done a really good job with that in Chicago.
Right.
I mean, kind of just paving his own path with the resources they've surrounded him with on offense. They're a pretty good ball club. I'm sure they'll be a good ball club this fall.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very cool picture. And then so we were debating about this, and we did this about a year and a half ago, about what's the best sports picture of all time, right? This is a great June topic. There's the one where Ollie's laying out Sonny Liston. I think, personally, the greatest sports picture of all time is Michael Jordan at the dunk contest, where he's halfway through the paint, and it's the 86 or 87.
86, because that was on his rookie Fleer card. Is that correct?
His rookie year would have been 84, 85.
Okay.
So 86 was his second year.
I'm trying to think because on his baseball card or trading card, however you look at it, it's sought after. And I think that's at the dunk contest. Let me double confirm.
What is the dunk? But I think that is the greatest because not only is he doing something we'd never seen before, but the faces of everybody, like Pat O'Brien's there on the row, on the press, on like the front row. And there's other players in the front row, and their sheer excitement. I mean, that picture is worth a million words.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is the greatest sports picture of all time. If you want to argue, debate, 615-737-1025. I'd love to hear what you think is the greatest sports picture of all time. And for that one, that just stands out to me.
Yeah. I mean, you could say, as of recent, looking at the Olympics, Jack Hughes with the game-winning gold medal.
What's the picture?
Of him putting his fist up with the chipped tooth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
See, that's pretty good. Maybe.
But what's your personal favorite pitcher of all time?
David Freese. Extending the World Series. We'll see you tomorrow night, Game 7.
But what's the pitcher
of him finishing his stride of the swing at home
Okay.
plate? Yeah.
Yeah, I need pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the more iconic ones for me. Trying to see some other ones online. I mean, you could say Mike Tyson, Vander Holyfield with the ear biting situation.
That's something else.
I mean, that's top notch. I don't know. But what comes to your mind, Joe?
I mean, it's the Jordan one is the one that stands out by far. And then people like the Muhammad Ali knocking out. Is it Liston? I guess when you
Sonny
see,
Liston.
Yeah, Sonny. That's right. Yeah, he had so many great pictures. You kind of like lose track of all the ones that are just really cool for that. But that's the one. And I'm trying. There's one where there's a football pitcher. It's 1960. Chuck Bednarik knocks out Frank Gifford. Frank Gifford looks like they thought he was dead. Mm-hmm. He's kind of laying there on the grass on the field. And just an iconic picture of him standing over the top of him. And it's a crazy, crazy picture that is just like, wow. Football-wise, probably comes to mind more than anything else. The catch, Dwight Clark, 49ers Cowboys in the 82 NFC Championship game when he goes up and catches it. Right. That's an amazing. And I think Cowboy defensive back Everson Walls sued a bunch of people because he's defending Clark, but Clark catches it. And he said, you're using my name without my picture, without my likeness, or without my approval. They're like, yeah, too bad. You're on the field, so this is owned by everybody else. So that's an amazing picture.
How about this? Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants at MetLife Stadium. Odell Beckham Jr.'s one-handed catch on Sunday Night Football.
But what part of the catch?
Where he fully extends backwards, where his body is contorted. We're like, there's no way he catches this.
Great.
And he brings it back in, and then the foot goes down. And he catches it with 3 fingers. If you look at that picture, it's 3 fingers, not 5, 3. It's crazy.
Our buddy Chip Walters texts in. This is a good one. Lynn Dawson with a SIG and a Fresca. I think he's in the locker room, halftime of a game. Your quarterback. Could you imagine a picture of Cam Ward smoking a cigarette and drinking a Fresca? Thank you, Chip, for listening. That is an iconic photo. You should look it up.
Yeah.
Is it halftime? I mean, he looks exhausted. He's got a cigarette and a Fresca.
What about the one from the national championship game for LSU with Joe Burrow? He was smoking a cigar for celebratory purposes. Leg crossed over.
But that's after the game.
Yeah, I know. But
this is halftime. I think it might have been the Super Bowl.
Really?
That he's doing this. Or the one that they won, I guess, is the one, Super Bowl 4 that they won.
Yeah.
It's crazy with that.
Another one that's kind of sour in the mouths of Nashvillians and Titans fans is 1 yard short. Obviously so. At the Super Bowl. The extension.
Yeah, and stretching out. Let's go to the call, 615-737-1025. Is it Joe? Is that who's calling in? Joe, great name. Welcome in.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, Bobby Orr going through the air in 1970 against the St. Louis Blues.
Bobby Orr. Is that? Let me look that up here to see that.
Come on, Joe. Bobby Orr. Bobby was the greatest hockey player outside of Gretzky and Connor before they were even dripping their daddy's eye.
All right, I just googled Bobby Orr flying. All right, there it is. Photographer catches soaring Stanley Cup. Oh, this is everywhere. It's on history.com. Calls one of the best pitchers ever. And he just scored the goal, Joe?
He did. He did. Stanley Cup, 1970. My wife was only 6 then.
What were you, 2?
Yeah. Well, she'll say that. Sure.
Were you? Why does this picture mean a lot to you?
Because Bobby Orr and I were born on the same day, March 20th, and I did a Bay Bank commercial with him back in the early 80s when I worked for the infamous Matthews Arena in Northeastern University.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it says this was the first cup, Boston's Cup in 29 years. MVP honors. See, Joe, that's why we love you, man. I know about the picture, but I didn't know about the picture, so thank you.
Okay, Joe. Well, you know what? We'll see you around Bellevue.
You got it, buddy.
Joe, before we let you go, weighing on our question of the day, if you had to spread your ashes anywhere, where would they be?
Well, this is a particularly interesting one. Ashes that come to me right now are my dog's ashes, and they're around my neck in a necklace.
Okay. What was your dog's name?
Puck Ovechkin.
Nice. Nice. Well, Joe, sorry about your loss, buddy.
Yeah, well, he was a good dude.
That's
Better
all you
than
can
most
say about him.
people.
I like that. That's very cool. Joe, thanks, pal.
All right, Joe. We'll see you around, baby.
All right, man. Joe's acting like
Joe.
we hang out all the
Oh,
time or
man.
something. Out in Bellevue.
Is there a Joe convention going on?
I don't
tonight?
know. That's the Chase McCabe territory out there in Bellevue, man. I'm not allowed out there.
It
for
is
rich
the
folks.
first. It is the first Saturday of the month. You know what that means?
Tornado alarms
No,
going
it's
off?
like Cars Coffee thing. Maybe there's a Joe convention at the Cars and Coffee.
No, what?
You ever heard of that?
No, I've heard of it, but
Yeah.
why was that the first thing that came to your mind?
I don't know. Again, I'm weird. Sorry.
You are. Any other pictures that Brando, you got one for us?
I do. It's one that I feel like maybe is a little bit underrated. The picture of Dale Jr. and Michael Waltrip hugging after Jr. won Daytona in 2001. It was the first race back after Dale Earnhardt had passed away. Michael Waltrip won that race, Jr. winning the next race, and they did burnouts together in the infield, and their teams all came together. They had an embrace on top of each other's cars. One of the better moments, I think, probably in
Right.
sports that often gets forgotten about.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean, that's a great one. 2076 is the catch by Willie Mays is the best pitcher ever. Be hard to disagree with that. Also, he says this is very cool tonight. Sonny Gray from Smyrna is pitching against Ryan Weathers from Loretto tonight in Yankee Stadium.
Oh wow.
Sonny with Boston, Ryan with the Yankees pitching tonight in Yankee Stadium. That's very cool. That would have never happened 30 years ago in Middle Tennessee. It just didn't. Now the talent's gotten so great, and so these kids are so well versed, and they're athletes that are just at the next level now. That would never happen 30 years ago.
That'll be a fun series, by the way. Boston, New York. Obviously, without Aaron Judge, he has the rib, I believe, rib fracture.
Right.
Puts him out 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, I think Jimmy Fallon shows a little bit of a curse for the Yankees. Jazz Chisholm went on earlier, I think last week or this past week, saying, "Oh, we're going to the World Series." Like, I'm maybe a little bit of a jinx there in New York,
right?
But your boy Sonny Gray, by the way, 6-1 on the year.
He's Smyrna proud, baby. By the way,
6 ERA.
You're the only person I know that watches late night TV.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome and all that. All right, we got it coming back. We got our question now with the Madden 27 cover. What do you think is the greatest sports picture of all time? This is a great June topic, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's the greatest sports picture of all time? Let us know, 615-737-1025. We're broadcasting live today to Haley Veterinarian Practice Clinic here in Lebanon. Dr. Haley's going to join us at 1:30. Look, he is simply fascinating. The exotic vet. You hear the commercials all the time. He's a proud member of our family. We'll talk to him at 1:30. But, yeah, more of your questions, responses, 615-737-1025. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Haley Veterinarian Practice here in Lebanon. Fun show for you today. All right, a couple questions out there. A lot of response. You guys are great. The first one is, where would you like your ashes spread? Sports, non-sports. So many answers for that, where you like to do that. And another question, greatest sports picture of all time, coming off the Madden, which is a really good picture of Caleb Williams paying homage to Jordan with the Chicago skyline behind him.
Yep.
Jumping in the air and all that. A lot of coming in for the Ollie and Sonny Liston picture where he knocks him out and he's laying down. That's probably the best sports picture of all time. And then there's ones that you think are great. I said earlier, the Jordan picture at the slam dunk contest. That's the best, not because of Jordan, what he's doing, but the faces in the crowd of like, we are witnessing absolute history. And they were. I mean, we've never seen that before at that level. So that's really cool. And 615-737-1025 if you want to weigh in. Text line or call, let us know what you want, either one of those as well. You know, it's funny, the Dyson pitcher when he's trying to score.
Yeah.
You know, we've only seen video of that 1,000 times, but there's that one pitcher where he's just reaching out and there's a random player about to swat the ball out of him. And that, I think if a pitcher says a million words, it is iconic, and that picture says a million words.
100%. I wasn't alive for it. If I was 2 months old, but it is ingrained.
When were you born?
98. So I was in 99. So yeah, I was a couple months.
It's January of 2000.
2000, excuse me. I was born in 98. That's right. Yeah.
So
I'm questioning the only year I was. Yes. Gotcha. Yeah.
what did that say?
It says, can you watch it live?
Yeah.
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 Shall we? We shall. You can watch our show, Chase McJoe Show. Guess for Chase McCabe today on YouTube. As always, subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Game Nashville Sports Network, 102.5 The Game. You can watch us anywhere, see our beautiful faces.
Anywhere, anytime.
Everybody here on
Yeah,
the radio.
find us on YouTube.
Everywhere. So
There you go. The people demand.
got to make
Packed
sure
house at Haley Veterinary Practice demanded what we have for that.
we were sitting here with Lou earlier, the dog. And
Yeah. And shout out to Tommy Bryant,
yeah.
Hall of Fame sports writer. Came by and brought us some cookies. He's a big Lebanon guy. Class, Lebanon High School.
Lebanon's got some great food spots.
Tommy Bryant.
Very nice, man.
I don't think you realize how special and important Tommy Bryant is.
No, I need to. I need to know.
Yeah. So getting by here and say hi to us with all that. So we'll continue to take all those responses on that as well as you get ready for this big night tonight. Game 2 of the NBA Finals, and of course the Stanley Cup will now be on Sunday night. You going to watch Sunday night in NHL?
Yeah. Why would I not? God bless you.
You missed last night.
No, I watched a little bit of it before the concert. It was on the TV. Vegas was up 2-0, and then that's when Carolina decided to, crank it up a little bit and take that bad boy
And
to
come
overtime.
back. Yeah. Where were your seats last night at CMA Fest?
Club level.
Club level.
Yeah.
Fancy schmancy over there.
They were pretty cheap.
Where'd you park?
I parked near the Omni. So a family friend of mine owns a property downtown. It's like a business lot. So he said, just park there.
Park there.
Yeah.
You gonna tell us where it is?
No, because that's my spot.
Not
I
gonna
don't
tell
want people.
people?
I don't want people parking where I'm parking.
It was Michael Buffer there.
Yeah. So I did hear that. That was when they introduced, I think, Florida Georgia Line. I was out there getting chicken tenders, but
Right.
I heard it. I heard it sounded like Michael Buffer. I don't think he was here though, because people have to pay him prime money,
A lot
of just to say, let's get ready to rumble.
Yep. Oh, that cost you right there.
No,
Yeah, you just said it on the air. You noticed I didn't say it. You said it.
Joe, you're funny.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you know this story, but Michael Buffer and Bruce Buffer, they're actually real brothers, but they didn't know each other, if that makes sense.
What?
Yeah, they were like separated at birth. Yeah. And
That's real story?
yeah, I heard it on a podcast. I think it was Mike Tyson's podcast. Yeah. I'll have to find the link and send it to you. It is incredible.
I need to vet that and see if that's
Please.
really true.
It was. I listened to it. I was like, no. And Bruce Buffer was the one that told the story.
That he didn't have a brother? Then he found out he had a brother?
Well, no, he was watching TV one day and was like, that guy's the same last name as me, Buffer. So he looked it up. Apparently they had their dad or their mom or somebody was, they found out they were related and they ended up meeting up somewhere. It's a crazy story. I'll have to find it.
Sounds crazy. 4424 weighs in. I like this. The pitcher, Joe Namath, sitting around and guaranteeing the Super Bowl victory at the pool in Miami before Super Bowl III. I've told you, I think Joe Namath is the most important person that ever played professional football. It doesn't even come close. Joe Namath is by far the most important person that's ever played pro football.
All right. Give me a good explanation as to why that
Well,
is.
it was the AFL NFL merger, and he
Okay.
went to the AFL, and the NFL was like, no, we're not. You're not going to do anything. And Joe Namath made it so popular, so relevant, and beating the mighty Colts in Super Bowl III. Really, I mean, I know they were going to merge anyway, and then the NFL and the AFL merged after that. So what he did coming out of Alabama, he almost got suspended first year because he allegedly hung around gangsters and mobsters, and he had the place called Bachelors in New York City that evidently a lot of gangsters hung out in, all these questions, and he was going to quit after his first year and stayed around, and then he's a big reason the AFL NFL merged and became what they are today. I mean, he's just so important and vital. I said the other day about guests we have on the show, I'd like to have Joe Namath on one day. That'd be my ultimate guest to have on. But the picture of him sitting around the pool guaranteeing God, I'm so Southern some days. Guaranteeing a Super Bowl victory was just on another level, man.
Right.
Very cool. It's not really an action sports pick. He's just sitting around the pool with the shirt off. There's 1,000 sports writers around him, and they said, you guys are going to win? He said, we're going to win. I guarantee we're going to win. And I was like, oh, yeah. The Stones to do that because they were like a 17-point underdog. And they
Really?
were. Yeah.
Wow. I just goes to show you. Football's football. Go out there, play X's and O's. Go out there, throw the ball, score a couple touchdowns. You're good to go.
Is that how it's done?
It's easy. It's that easy. It's that easy, Joe.
That's how. Who do you think is the most important
Most important,
in your lifetime?
athlete of all
Sports,
time?
football.
Football.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's a generational thing.
Yep.
I'm way older than you are.
Let me think about it for a quick second. I would say
In the last 15 years, is it Brady?
I mean, yeah, the easy answer is Brady, but I'm looking at running backs in this situation. I gravitate towards that position. Undervalued, I would say LaDainian Tomlinson.
Not at all.
Undervalued?
I'm talking about
Influential, game-changing.
He's not even in the top 50.
Adrian Peterson?
No, I don't think so.
So no running back to you is like top 50.
I mean, I think you can't go that far. I think you got to have like the top 5, and that, I mean, for people that have the impact of football.
Then that's Brady. It's Brady, and I mean, it has to be Mahomes.
It's got to be quarterbacks, right? I mean, you put Aaron Rodgers in that list? I mean, he is.
Yeah, I would say so.
On and off the field.
Yeah, I would say so. I think Aaron Rodgers sits in that conversation. And again, the NFL is a quarterback-driven league. I mean, that's their moneymaker.
Right.
You go and try to, advertise a team to be on the world stage. Who are you going to advertise? It's going to be the quarterback.
Yeah, like the Titans go to in Brazil and they do a press conference. They're not going to trot out Skoronski, right?
Although he might be the third guy wheeled out there, but you're going to have Cam Ward be the face of that.
Oh yeah, I mean you're going to have it's the quarterback, right? Is like hockey is like the goalie is so vital,
right?
But it's usually a forward or a centerman or a defenseman.
Normally,
somebody besides that.
I would say normally it would be goalie, captain of the team, maybe the coach.
Oh, could be. I can throw it out there. Yeah.
I think that covers everything.
Okay.
You're getting the captain of the team. You're getting the number one goaltender for your team.
Right.
And then you're getting the coach.
See that. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Hour number 2 coming ahead. Chris Sanders, Forever Titan receiver, is going to join us. I saw a clip of Chris on Instagram today scoring a touchdown I'm going to bring up, which is it was a very cool catch versus the Detroit Lions. We'll talk to him about that. We're live today at Haley Veterinarian Practice in Lebanon, Tennessee. Dr. Haley is that exotic vet. He's part of the 102.5 The Game family. We've been here this morning. We've already dealt with a porcupine, some of the most beautiful dogs you'll ever see. So this is a very cool place for people all over the Southeast. Come to see Dr. Haley because he's an exotic vet. That means he treats exotic animals. I mean, he doesn't dress provocatively, right?
No, it's not that type of exotic, Joe. There's no leather pants.
Right.
No.
All right. Chris Sanders will join us next. This is the Jason Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back into hour number 2 of the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Haley Veterinarian Practice down here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Beautiful Lebanon, Tennessee. Dr. Haley will join us just a little bit to talk about all that he does here. He's the exotic vet. You hear the commercials all the time. He's part of the 102.5 The Game family. We love him and his staff. Every Friday at 1 o'clock, it's bringing our good friend. He's Forever Titan wide receiver, Chris Sanders. Chris, good afternoon. How are you?
Man, I am good. I worked out this morning and I went and got some Bojangles chicken. I'm ready to roll, man. I'm ready to roll.
Are there Bojangles still around?
Yes, and it is delicious, man. I thought Kentucky was good. I thought some other chicken places good, but man, off the hinges, baby, it is good.
I love it. Voice Star. This morning I was going through these old football clips on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
And they show a time when Steve McNair came into a game in 1995 versus the Detroit Lions. Chris Chandler gets knocked out, and you guys are trailing, and Steve comes in. It might have been his first pass is to Haywood Jeffries for a touchdown. And then there's old Chris Sanders running wild down the field. I just think that's because Chris Berman's saying your name. Like Chris Sanders gets into the end zone. I just thought that was really cool, man. And I know you played a lot of games, but that was 30 years ago.
It was, but here's the cool part about it is when Chris Chandler got hurt, the way Steve McNair entered into the game and the crowd went bananas. And to rewind it back, it was Chris Chandler that threw it Haywood Jeffries. I caught Steve Mack's first touchdown. So I just
okay. It might have been okay. That was first, and then Haywood was second. Okay, got it right there.
But no, you're good. I'm just kidding. But just that play, it was an out and up, and Mack threw it on a dime. And when he threw that on a dime, man, you see him trot off the field to say, you know what, I can play this game. Even though I sat behind Chris Chandler, I can play this game, and he played it at a high level. Great play.
Isn't it crazy that he sat on the bench? Steve did in 96 as well.
But I thought it was good, though, because I think sometimes we think if a guy doesn't come in right away, that he's not a great player. It's okay to learn. It's okay to learn the defense. It's okay to learn how to be a leader. It's okay. I think sometimes, we don't want to be developed. And I think that Steve McNair developed into one of the best quarterbacks in franchise history. Why? Because he sat and he learned for 2 years and became a great quarterback. Rest his soul.
Why does it work for a quarterback? If you told me if Carnell Tate came in here and sat on the bench for 2 years, we'd be screaming our heads off, right?
Screaming. But see, those are two different positions. Like receiver, if you get drafted the first round, second round, third round, you're going to play in some capacity. Back in the day when a quarterback get drafted, okay, let him sit, let him learn, let him do that. But now when you draft a quarterback at that high, if he doesn't play the first play, they're going to grab all your hair and pull it out because they're so mad.
Oh, you're exactly right there. With that being said, with Tate and Cameron Ward, how soon would you like to see them in the regular season on the same page? Meaning, all right, these two got something. Is it game? Do you need to see it game 1, game 5, game 10? What time?
I need to see it the second, organized scrimmage. And when I say the organized scrimmage, I'm not talking about when they play on Saturday. I'm talking about when they fly to, I think it's the Patriots this year and it's a couple other teams to where they're practicing against. Because if you can handle the bullets that are thrown that way and guys, and he's getting open and they have the same eyes, then I think it can work. It's going to take a little time. I mean, I understand that, but I want to see it when they do the first or second, organized scrimmage. And when they get it like that, when bullets are flying, I think when game time hits, it's going to be like riding a bike.
Forever Titans wide receiver Chris Sanders on the line with us. Chris, you got a little Bojangles, a little Bowberry biscuit action. Love to hear that.
What? Get your Bojangles on.
There you go. Hey, Chris, when it comes to this wide receiver core and just the youth aspect of it all, and kind of looking at the I'd say 2000s team with the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, you, Derek Mason, and then Aaron Kinney, a tight end, was a rookie at the time. A mixture of vets along with the young players. But at that time, everybody was kind of in their prime, 26, 27 years old. Yeah. But for this roster right now with the Titans, everything's 23, 22, in some cases 24. It seems like you're on the front end of the prime. How do you see that unfolding with just the development of this group?
I think it can be great. And the reason why I say this is because these guys are going to play together. If you have an old guy and a young guy, and then it works for maybe a year or two, and then that guy's leaving. But if you have young guys like Tate, DJ, Alec Ayoman, all those guys that are young and they consistently play together, you're going to be better because the thing about it is they're going to know each other. They're going to understand how to run around. They're going to all have the same eyes. So if you all have you have a lot of young guys, and you guys work together for years and years to come, it's going to have the camaraderie. It's going to be a recipe for success.
And Chris, earlier this week, we had a caller, Nate, kind of called it talking about one of the linebackers, Anthony Hill Jr., that they got from Texas. And he mentioned a comment about how, it might be a little small for a linebacker or whatever it may be. When it comes to those rookie, players along with young players, second, maybe third year in the league that are still kind of undersized, stature-wise, do you think that could be a possible concern for the Titans this upcoming season with Robert Saleh?
No, I don't think so because, it's all about if a guy can make plays. I understand the size. I understand all those things. Those are intangibles, but you can't examine a guy's heart. You can examine a guy's heart by the way he plays. And there was I can't remember the linebacker from the Atlanta Falcons. I think it was Tuggle. I can't remember. I think it was him. But he was undersized, but he understood. He had great instincts. He understood the play, understood what to do. So if you're in position, you make plays. I don't think it's all about size. Another perfect example. Look at Derek Mason. Derek Mason's not a big dude, but Derek Mason was a great router. Derek Mason was tough. He can make the big plays. And in my opinion, he's one of the best receivers to ever come out of the Tennessee Titans era. So it's not about the size. It's about the heart and getting open and making plays for your team.
Well, talking to Chris Sanders, let me ask you about Tony Pollard. And all this, I listen to all of our shows on 102.5 The Game. Nobody ever talks about Tony Pollard. Yet here he is back-to-back, maybe back-to-back, 1,000-yard running and everything. And nobody talks about it. Gives him I think he's vastly underrated and has done a great job since he got here.
Yeah, he reminds me of Rodney Thomas. I don't even remember Rodney Thomas.
Yeah.
When Eddie George came in, he wasn't getting the due that he did, but he was one of those guys that was solid, a guy who made plays. And you got Tony Pollard who doesn't get the respect that he gets, but at the end of the day, he's always consistent, and he's going to stay in the league a long time because he's always consistent. So, he might not get all the accolades and, get all the fame, but at the end of the day, if you're a consistent player, you're going to be on the roster for a long, long time.
What was it like, do you think, for him back in March and April? Everybody's like, you got to get Jeremiah Love. You got to get Jeremiah Love. And Pollard's like, hey, I'm here. I'm still here. I just think that would be like a weird time for him.
It is, but it just made him better. And I'm going to tell him why it made him better. I'm going to give you an example. In 1998, they brought Yancey Dick and Kevin Dyson. They brought other receivers in. But the 2 years before that, the year I came in as a rookie, I made the all-rookie team. Then now we get on ESPN. They said, we don't have no receivers. So I'm sitting in my base, and I'm like, wait a minute. I just made all-rookie team. I was 23.5 yards a catch, had 9 touchdowns. So now we don't have no receivers. So instead of me getting bitter, I chose to get better. How do I get better? I'm going to play so well that you're going to have to play me. And that's what Pollard needs to do. Yeah, you may get some other guys. Yeah, you may get Nicholson. Yeah, you might have Chestnut. Yes, you might have these guys. But I'm going to play so well that you're going to recognize me. And day one, I'm going to be the starter.
I love it. I'll say this thing with Tom Brady. He was getting interviewed, and they asked Tom Brady what the greatest piece of advice he ever got was. And he said he had a sports psychologist at the University of Michigan. He said, Tom said, I would go to him and I would just complain about not getting opportunities. And the guy said to him, says, why don't you do this? Why don't you appreciate the opportunities you get? And Tom Brady said, that moment on, it clicked in my head. I never complained about not getting opportunities. That's what you've always talked about, Chris, is like, when you get an opportunity, go.
You got to stay ready. Because if you don't stay ready, then your opportunity is going to come and you're not going to be ready. Give an example. I think it was 2 or 3 years after I retired. I think it was a receiver named Hall that came in. I think it was 2 years after I retired. He was Hall, and great player, this and that, whatever. So he was consistently mad at Heimerdinger. I don't want to play for him. I'm mad. I'm this and I'm that. I said, there's going to be a situation to where somebody gets hurt and you're going to play. So he's still mad. I don't want to be here, this and that. So all of a sudden, 2 receivers get hurt. He goes up against Green Bay, drops 2 touchdowns. He goes again the next week. He goes against Kansas City, drops 2 touchdowns. There was a great talent that was wasted. Why? Because he wasn't ready when his opportunity presented. So you got to stay ready.
Chris, when it comes to recent trades around the NFL, obviously the whole Myles Garrett from Cleveland to L.A., and then you have A.J. Brown going from Philly to New England. I see that as a win for the Tennessee Titans. I know that sounds kind of crazy to tie them into all this, but you look at week 2, Philadelphia is going in with Mekhi Lemon, Devontae Smith, Eli Stowers, and a few others, Saquon Barkley. They still have their core for the most part, but no solidified number one like A.J. Brown in their offense in week 2. Then when it comes to week 5, week 7, when they take on Cleveland, October 25th here in Nashville, there's no Myles Garrett. Yes, Jared Verse is there, but it's a more manageable pass rusher. How do you see this faring for the Titans the rest of the way out with those two, I guess, departures?
I think it's good. I mean, those are two playmakers, which are just phenomenal players. But you got to remember, Philadelphia Eagles still got a nasty defense. Their defense is always going to keep winning the game. Their front four gets after the quarterback. So even though you let go of a great player like A.J. Brown, they still got Dante. They still got some other receivers. They got some tight ends. So they got some playmakers. But then here's the crazy part about it is you still got that crazy running back, Saquon Barkley. So he's still there to make a play. So, even though those guys weren't there, you still got to go out there and play. And then you got Myles Garrett with the Cleveland Browns. We're going to beat them anyway because there's so many things that's going in disarray. They're still trying to figure out the quarterback situation. If they can't figure that out soon, the Titans are going to go down there and they're going to beat the brakes off the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, absolutely. Without, Myles Garrett on that defense in Cleveland, now you have Jared Verse that was in that trade for all that. And when it comes to Philadelphia, just seeing that matchup in week 2, personally to me, I think there's going to be some growing pains for that Philadelphia offense. I mean, yes, you're going to be without A.J. Brown, but that then comes to the point of where you bring in a Robert Saleh defense that can clog up the middle, because when an offense struggles, you know this better than anybody, Chris, they rely on the run game. They have one of the best running backs in the league. When you can't really be effective with a guy like Saquon Barkley, if the Titans, defensive front ends up stopping that it's just going to be a troublesome time in week 2 for Philadelphia.
You're right, but see, it's the same boat with the Tennessee Titans. How's the offense going to look? I mean, you got an offensive line. You've got a couple of different faces on the offensive line. You got some receivers like Robinson and Lake and DK and Ridley. All those guys, they haven't played together. So how is that going to work? So it's the kind of same situation with the Philadelphia Eagles. How is it going to work when you got Lemon? How is it going to work when you got different receivers? But the one thing that's going to keep both of these teams in the game is their defense. Our defense is going to be stacked. You got Simmons, you got Franklin, you got some guys that get after the quarterback. And the same thing with the Philadelphia Eagles. They got cats to get after the quarterback. So it's going to boil down to which quarterback makes the least mistakes, which team's going to have a good running game, and which receiver is going to make plays on the perimeter. So it's all going to come down who makes plays.
Chris Sanders is with us. Let me go back to 98 when you made All-Pro and all that other good stuff, and then they signed Yancey Thigpen, and they draft Kevin Dyson. That's like a 1 for 2. Most people have been like, man, did you go to Floyd? Did you ask Floyd? Did you what the hell is going on here?
No, I didn't. Here's what I did is I sat in my basement. Everybody walked upstairs, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was pissed. I was upset. It was like a slap in the face. A tear came down my eyes. But I heard a sermon later on that day, and it said this: you got a choice to get bitter or get better. So what I did is I wiped my tears. I put on my pads. I put on my shoulder pads. I put my mouth guard in, and I said, I'm going to play so well that you're going to play me. Guess what the crazy part about it is on that offseason when we had those 4 preseason games, I already had 6 touchdowns. So I'm like, they're like, whoa. So what happened is every time the play needed to be made, 81 was the game. So instead of me yelling at the coach, instead of me blaming others, instead of me blaming the organization, instead of blaming my coach, I tied my shoes tight. I had a smile on my face, and I did it with my heart, and that's what happened.
It's funny because you learned a lesson right there. Do you still do you carry that lesson to the receivers you coach in high school now? Like, hey, it's not going your way, but look, here it is.
1,000%. It was a guy. I think it was William Tanner. He was going through trials, and everybody said he wasn't good. He had to wait his turn and this and that. So what I did is I said, okay, you know what? Meet me at 6 in the morning. And he said, okay. So what he did is before he stepped on the track, before he stepped on the football field, I said this. I said, that old Tanner's dead. His new Tanner's going to be the best receiver in the league. I said, trust me. I said, I know they overlooked you. I know they said you want me good. I know they said all this crazy stuff. Trust the technique, trust your coach, and let's go get this thing. He said, Coach, you know what? Instead of me complaining, let's go get it. Now he's one of the best receivers to ever come out of NBA. That's the kind of development that I love to see kids do.
I love that. Who's your favorite receiver in the NFL right now?
Jefferson from Minnesota Vikings.
Why?
The way he runs routes. I mean, just the way his body control is, the way he bursts off the cut, the way he wins at the line of scrimmage, and he's consistently get open. He's not the fastest guy. He's not like a 4.3 or 4.2, but he's consistently creating separation. I just love the technique. I love that he can run the whole route tree. He's not just a perimeter guy. He's a guy that can run the outside, the comebacks, the curls, and the digs. But then he can go on the inside the road, run the choice routes, the seams, and the short digs. He's a complete receiver because he can run the whole route tree.
Chris, our question of the day is, if when you pass away, where would you like your ashes spread? Sports related, non-sports related. Love to get your thoughts on it.
Where I want to be?
Yeah. Spread your ashes. Yeah.
It will be Probably. I said, "Ooh, that's a tough question." Ooh, I think it would be right by my parents. And the reason why I said where they're buried at, right by my mother, because she's a great woman, and I wanted to be right there by her mom to know that she raised an amazing son that changed the world. That's what I wanted to happen.
Woo!
Love
Can't,
that.
can't beat that one. Chris,
Strong.
we love you, man. As always, it's a highlight of our week,
too,
man.
Appreciate you. Love y'all, man. Okay.
All right. Chris Sanders
Bye-bye.
joins us every Friday at 1 o'clock, and it's more than just football. It's just life. He coaches at NBA. It's always good to talk to him about that
Wish
stuff.
I had him
so-
as my coach, man.
right?
Never
Right.
beat him.
It's just I think coaches is a like it didn't get when I played, even in college, you didn't get to know the coach, right? They kept that
Right.
kind of that brash bravado in front of you.
Like tough guy.
Yeah.
The tough
Right.
dad of the group, right?
Yeah. And now it's like they and look, it's a coach. And as I've said, we've talked about this before. If your coach is not screaming at you, you should worry.
Yeah, you've done something wrong. Where you're not in their plans anymore. That's what
Zero.
it means. When they stop entertaining you to be on the team,
Right.
bye bye. Your
Yeah.
spot on the field gone.
You're done. All
Hey,
right.
you see the pine over there, the left bench? Yeah, it's your new spot.
That's yours, right? We talk about that. That's why sports is the greatest. All right, we'll take another break. We're live at the Haley Veterinarian Practice down here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Here until 3 o'clock today. This is Chase and Big Joe Show right here on 102.5 The Game. Hey guys, Big Joe here. Listen, one of the best things I get every day is when I get a message from somebody that tells me they're going to therapy. It makes me smile because you are taking back your life. You're taking control of your life. And a big part of that is our friendship with UnityCares.com. UnityCares.com is a place to go if you're feeling down, anxious, depressed, no matter what it is, they are there for you. Caring professionals based right here in Middle Tennessee, not some faraway places, but right here in Middle Tennessee. UnityCares.com. If you go to the website, on the website, every question you need to answer about therapy is there for you. Where to go, how to start, how do I pay for this, all that. It is right there. They make it so easy because their entire goal at unicares.com is to get you back living the life you absolutely deserve. And we say all the time how better our world is because you are here. Unicares.com is a big part of that. And listen, you don't have to go through any of this alone. That's a strong point. Let me say it again. You don't have to go through any of this alone. UnityCares.com is here for you and everything you need to get done. So if you're feeling down, anxious, depressed, don't feel like there's somebody that's going to talk to you. They got you every single time. Visit the website today if you need to talk to somebody. Please, we need you here. It's a better place because you are here. The website again, UnityCares.com. It's UnityCares.com.
Back here on the Chase and Big Joe show, 102.5 The Game, out here at Haley Veterinarian Practice. It's to me, it's Noah's Ark. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's
right?
Noah's Ark. Everything. There's two of everything. I know I'm not cross-eyed. Maybe I got a little lazy eye, but hey,
Good
you can
Lord.
subscribe to our YouTube channel at 102.5 The Game for live shows and exclusive content right here on the Game Nashville Sports Network. And Joe, we were talking a little bit to Chris Sanders there. Your thoughts and on some of the stuff he had to say?
It's always good stuff. I'm going to go back to what we talked about, the greatest sports picture of all time. You
Yeah.
turn on the Cardinals Instagram.
Yeah, I just opened up my feed, and the first thing there was David Freese, the solo shot to center field, and it was
I mean,
Joe Buck.
I mean, is that serendipity?
It
Is
has
that
to
what that means? That
Yeah.
something happens like that?
And we will see you tomorrow
That's
night.
just crazy. We're talking about sport.
I
greatest
get
sports
chills
pictures
thinking about it, man. Like
of all time, and there it is.
I know exactly where I was at. I was upstairs in my bedroom and I was watching it on the little small television. I had like a 32-inch TV. It was like the dinosaur TV in the back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And plugged it into the wall, watched it. Joe Buck. Oh man, it was
How old were you? 13? What was that? 2011?
2011. So yeah, I was 12 years old.
12 years old. No, you were 13.
Was I 13?
How do you not know how old you are?
Dude, all my years run
When's your
together.
birthday?
The 19th of August.
Happy birthday come out. So that would have been the fall of
Yeah.
11. So you're
Yeah.
13.
No.
It's not bad. I mean, you just don't know your age.
Still spring chicken.
That's
Age
all right.
is just a number,
You
right?
still got a way to go. 615-737-1025. Our question of the day is, excuse me,
God bless you.
where would you like your ashes spread? Sports, 9 sports. When you pass away, we've got a lot of response today. Neyland Stadium to Kentucky to Louisville. What do you call that?
Kentucky Derby.
What's the grounds?
Oh,
Good Lord, Joe. Where's the Kentucky Derby?
Churchill Downs.
Churchill
Yeah,
Downs.
my
My
goodness.
Lord.
We're over here.
Gosh.
Whoops.
To do all that. And so we talked earlier, and yours is some soccer stadium somewhere?
Yeah, San Siro in Milan, Italy. So yeah, that would be where I would do that, and then along with the right field bullpen at Busch Stadium.
It's really different. It's not wrong. It's just different place to do that.
Yeah, I did. Those are the two sports cities that I love tremendously. I think, if I did it in Milan, Italy, it's just because my favorite team, along with, it's in a country that my grandparents came from, and I'm just very deep rooted.
Okay. I get it. I understand.
I try to put a lot of thought into this type of stuff. See,
You do.
I don't do the tattoo route because my grandmother says I don't want you to have tattoos. Because I've offered to my nanny, I was like, hey, would love to put a mural of your face on my back. And she goes, why? She goes, we have pictures for that.
Oh,
And I was
Nani
like-
with knowledge.
I was like, okay, not too bad.
How old your grandma?
She's 83, going to be 84.
83.
Yeah.
That's pretty good knowledge right there,
Yeah.
right? My grandmother would tell me to go to hell and leave. She hated me. My grandmother hated. I told you she only liked 3 things in the world: Jimmy Carter, Wheel of Fortune, and her unfiltered cigarettes.
Yeah. And
I could throw bourbon in there, but that's too many.
I have nothing against tattoos at all. I know there are a
Right.
lot of people that I have a lot of really good friends that have full sleeves that have a true meaning to it,
Yeah,
which I think is great.
It's fine.
One of my great family friends, Greg, has an awesome sleeve representing his family history of his dad, brother. And it's really cool. But I would like to do something like that. But my grandmother goes, look, she's very traditional Italian.
Right.
Don't do it.
How
So,
does she say it to you?
Don't do it. Just please
No.
don't do it.
She said, "Don't do it."
No. No, it's not like that. She goes, Nicholas, why would you do that? No, there's no need. No need. Go to the photo album and just look at pictures of us.
I think one of the difficult jobs is a tattoo artist, because if you screw up, you've screwed up.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't have a dimple on my right cheek. Why is there a dimple on my right cheek? You know what I mean? Like,
Huh?
if you're drawing someone's face, like a mural on the back,
Just anything.
and they put a little indentation on someone's face that
Right.
mess it up, yeah, it's not right.
I just know. I mean, I have all the respect for tattoo artists in the world, because I could not do that.
And I know, like, if I were to get into my 70s, 80s, if I live that long, the skin's going to sag.
Oh, don't start that nonsense.
I'm just saying the skin's going to sag.
Okay, and what?
So if there's somebody smiling on the back of your back, they're going to start frowning after age 50. I mean, come on
This is
now.
terrible. No way,
Uh.
man. No, I've thought about getting a tattoo. I've
Yeah.
thought about just why not? Our buddy Woody and Jim,
Yeah.
he's got some cool tattoos.
Yeah, he's got the Cubs World Series logo on his leg after the
Does he?
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Really?
I don't love
You're not that much big
a
of a
team
fanatic?
that much. I would do that.
Favorite team of all time for you?
Favorite team of. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a really good one. 1985 Tennessee Vols football team is pretty badass.
Why?
Nobody thought they would do anything, and they won the SEC and went to the Sugar Bowl and beat the Miami Hurricanes 35-7. And there's a lot of guys I know on that team that I played with in high school that were a year ahead. I was still in high school that I know. That's a great question. But that 85 Tennessee Vols football team was something special because they play. If Miami beats them in the Sugar Bowl, they win the national championship.
Right.
And Tennessee beat the snot out of Michael Irvin scores the first touchdown. Miami's up 7-0 Sugar Bowl, and then Tennessee just went after Vinny Testaverde. It was, and then Jeff Powell, he's a running back from Whites Creek. He's a lawyer in Nashville. Does this? He's a sprinter. He hits the sideline and goes 60, and none of the Miami, and I think every Miami player on that defense played in the NFL, if I remember correctly.
Really?
And nobody could catch Jeff Powell right down the sideline. That, if you look it up on YouTube, it is an amazing game, amazing run. I like that. What about you? I like that team.
85 Vols for you. I would probably say, is any sport or football?
Any sport.
Okay. Any sport, I'll go with probably this is tough. I mean, I could probably go the 2011 Cardinals. Like,
Okay.
that'd probably be my easy
That's
route.
fine.
But yeah, I'd go 2011 Cardinals.
Brandon, what about you, buddy? You got a favorite team of all time?
Favorite team of all time? Gosh, man, that's a good one.
Lipscomb basketball 2018.
No, actually, I mean, personally, if we're talking Lipscomb, it has to be the 24-25 team, just because that was my last year there, and they ended up making the tournament last year. But in terms of pro sports, I think my favorite team has to be the 2017 Nashville Predators. That run that they went on as an 8 seed, knocking off Chicago, who were the favorites, kind of ended their dynasty, then knocking off the Blues, who were a big rival, and then Anaheim right after. A lot of people feel like that team probably could have beaten Pittsburgh. That whole group was just so fun to watch, and it really cemented Nashville as a high-end pro sports city and as a hockey city. And without that team, that never happens.
It's a good one.
He's
That's
right.
a really good one. All right, we'll continue not debate. Talk about your favorite sports, because there's a lot of layers to this that is really good, especially on a Friday in June. Right? We're live at Haley Veterinarian Practice in Lebanon. Dr. Haley's going to join us just a little bit. He's the exotic vet. He's part of the 102.5 The Game family, so we're live up today at his office. And look, people from all over the Southeast come to see him because he's that good, and he's that good of an exotic vet. So
I think they have a seal coming in here. That's pretty cool.
a seal?
Maybe.
Yeah,
that thing.
that thing. Not like maybe a Navy SEAL?
No, Navy
A seal?
Well,
All right, we'll figure this out. This is the Chase and Big Joe show right on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chasing Big Joe Show. We're proud today to be broadcasting live from Haley Veterinarian Practice down here in Lebanon, Tennessee. We've already had a fun morning. We saw porcupine and a few other things. We're now pleased to be honored by Dr. Maddie Haley, the exotic vet. Dr. Haley, good morning or good afternoon.
It is afternoon. Good afternoon.
You doing all right?
I'm doing great.
You start your day off with a porcupine. Nick and I were fascinated by this porcupine.
Never a dull moment.
How do you know a porcupine's feeling ill?
Well, they can.
There's
be
not a
hard to
joke.
read.
I'm just
I know,
asking.
I know.
There's no
They can be hard to
punchline.
read. This is the one today that y'all saw was just a baby came in for just a routine visit. No illness really, just a matter of laying hands and eyes. And obviously, y'all saw the outcome of me laying my hands on. So yeah, never a dull moment, like I said. So I was glad that happened while y'all were here. Just something a little bit unique to see and see how our day is. Like I said, just a little bit wild.
The Dr. Crane here said, and he described your place perfectly. It's Noah's Ark here.
Yeah, I heard
two
him,
of
I heard him
everything.
referring to that. I like that analogy there.
It's pretty cool, right? I mean, you see everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Short of some of the livestock, cows and horses. We outside of that, small livestock, wild array of exotics, birds, reptiles, your zoo animals that
Right.
like we're referencing. So yeah, and of course dogs and cats. But yeah,
I was going to say that you're still, I mean, at the core, dogs and cats,
ultimately
right?
we probably are seeing more dogs and cats on a day-to-day basis, but heavy exotic caseload for sure.
So, and we talked, you got people from all over the Southeast come to see you. I mean, snakes and the monkeys and everything else. I mean, is there anything you talk about, I guess anything you don't see?
Out like I said, horses and cattle for the most part. I mean, not realistically, there's going to be certain zoo animals that are just it's not practical. One, that you can't have them, they don't have them, and we just can't get them in here,
Right.
But I don't turn many things down.
Right, good.
Maddie Haley's with us here on the Chase McJoe Show. It was fascinating to me to hear this because I wasn't at the golf tournament, but they said you were out there checking on the sheep.
Yeah, so we have a partnership with them as well. So we're kind of implementing, and that's fair. I've been working with them for a while, but as far as the hands-on component of the sheep, I'm getting to kind of know the layout. And for those of you that don't know, they do have I think there was 53 sheep that roam freely on the golf course, dodging balls, and we have to round them up and tend to them. Just kind of a herd management approach that I have been working hand in hand with them with, and so yeah, it's cool. Nice little relationship we've built out there. So.
I don't know how you keep up with all 53 of them. If look to me, if they all look the same, all right, I got this one, I got that one. Wait a minute, did I get that one? Like I'd be so confused. How do you keep up with all of it?
So ultimately, just excess hands. Having people writing down ear tag numbers and one in, one out. So yeah, it's fun. It's a change up from the day-to-day operations of being here in the clinic, which is where I spend most of my time. I have to be here. It's hard to break away, but I have recently added an associate, Dr. Duvall. So he's really helping me out. So,
Well, I mean, I got Dr. Crane here, right?
That's right,
There's another doctor for you.
hey, we may have room for a third.
Yeah.
They could do that. Why add the exotic part? Because there's not a lot of you around. That's why so many people from, I guess, maybe around the country come to see you. Why did you add the exotic vet part to your practice?
For one, it's been something that I have always intended to do. Yes, you're correct. There's not many of us that are, I don't know if it's dumb enough or willing enough to work on the off the wall species. I personally answer this question every time pretty much the same way. It's just how I'm wired to break up the monotony of dogs and cats every single day. So it does keep it interesting. It keeps it challenging because the resources are harder to come by, whether it just be routine preventative medicine or treating, real medical issues on the fly. So it's a lot of learning as you go, networking. Zoo medicine's always been fascinating to me. It was something that I really considered, forever. Cause I've been since I was 5 wanting to do this. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I think, and what I'm fascinated by you is that today you saw a porcupine, you had to put down a dog, you had to put down a rat.
Right.
You're seeing dogs and cats all days long. I think emotional. I think you, the vets and your staff, in any practice, the compassion and care that you guys have is on a whole nother level.
Yes, it is. And it's hard for a lot of folks, especially owners, coming in with their beloved pets that have to face, beginning of life, end of life, we're there every step of the way. And it's an emotional roller coaster. You can talk to vets, not just myself, but just as y'all said, the short time you've been here, puppy visits, end of life visits, just spayed 150-pound pot-bellied pig. You came in, I was covered in porcupine quills. I had a kinkajou back there on the table while you're coming up here, Aaron. So just another day.
Yeah, when it comes to the exotic animals, everybody's probably thinking, what kind of exotic animals? Last time we were here, there was a kangaroo. There was a cockatoo.
Yep.
Like where
Snake.
does a snake? Where does it end? Like for the most exotic animal to come through these doors?
That's the most exciting part. I don't know. I don't know.
Always
that I have
open
an
to
answer.
more, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yes, those are good examples. I heard you referencing. We do have a little Cayman alligator exhibit here back behind us. So that's just kind of goes with the flow of the uniqueness of the place, in my opinion. But we don't see many of those, but I do have them come in from time to time that need medical care.
Right.
So obviously, just being willing and I guess able. And like I said, if I don't know an answer, I'm going to say I don't know an answer. I'll do my best to find it out. And majority of the time, people appreciate the honesty. So
yeah, I mean, you said it best. You've wanted to do this since you were 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now doing it for so long, what is the easiest part of your job now that you've had all these years under your belt?
Realistically, probably having a large, competent staff makes it that much easier because I don't ever like to, I don't know if I should say admit, but I don't get overwhelmed easily.
Sure.
There are times where I should probably just bite the bullet and admit, hey, I'm overwhelmed. But that's where I started and still to this day have a large staff that I lean on. So they make my job a lot easier. If I didn't have that in order and able to, move room to room and have them, I mean, I tell them, stay on me. Where am I at next? Because I am a little ADHD, so I can right a little bit. So, yes. And then, like I said, now having an associate who is, I mean, he's really, really doing well. And he, over time, that's just going to make my life that much easier. So
Sure.
He's finding his way. He's making us proud. And, so relying heavily on other folks to help me get the job done, it honestly makes it that much easier.
Go ahead.
I would say when it comes to obviously the exotic animals, but the clients that bring in these animals, how far they come from, where's the furthest you've seen somebody come in to get service to their animal?
Right off the bat, I do have, I know Delaware and Maryland, lots, like he referenced the Southeast. Yeah, they come from all over. Majority of those clients are owners of primates, so we do see lots and lots of primates. I know the Delaware client, they came in and I can't remember, they found us by calling around, and of course we have a large social media presence, and I believe I had to amputate that monkey's tail due to some form of trauma. I can't remember exactly what caused it. I think it might have been, I can't remember, but nonetheless, it was a tail injury. And they were very pleased with the staff and and I mapped it out. It's a really long drive. And they're already scheduled. They're like, hey, we're going to come here for yearly visits. They'll drive halfway, get a hotel, and keep on going. So, and like I said, there are some other surrounding states. The front end of the clinic could probably rattle those off more, but those two for sure stand out. I've had some Texas clients come in. We just see them from all over the map.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's crazy. Dr. Maddie Haley's with us. Haley Veterinarian Practice here in Lebanon. How many snake bites?
Believe it or not that many. I mean,
One's too many.
I've been bit over the years. I've been bit numerous times, but you just learn how to read them and handle them. And
no, we don't. No, we don't do that. No.
We do have a snake missing in here. So if you,
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm going to do the rest of the show from my car and all that. Have you ever been scared? I mean, has there ever been something that exotic walked in? You're like, oh, not scared, but like, all right.
He's cold-blooded, Joe. Come on now.
It's mostly just being self-aware and aware of what could happen, and being proactive to the point where I don't get bit often. My staff really, they're trained.
They let them get bit.
Hey, they are kind of trained to take one for the team, because if I lose a finger, then my surgery's done for the day.
That's right.
So
do all that. Yeah,
but not that often. I mean, I've definitely been bit by many different reptiles. I like to say I've been bit by an anaconda because it's true, but I'd be lying if I said it was big. It was on the calf. Wasn't really a bad bite, but like you said.
Wait, you got bit by an anaconda?
Yeah, green anaconda. Yeah, that wasn't here in the clinic. That was many years ago, but it, bragging rights, right?
Right. It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, when we came and did a story with you, you had that snake whipping around.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was a small, it wasn't
Yeah.
a huge snake, but it's still a snake,
Yeah.
right?
And most of those, I know it's more the strike and the
Yeah.
fear of the unknown, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. And then you do a lot of cockatoos and birds, which I you're the most fascinating man in America.
Well,
You're right.
appreciate that, Joe.
No, I mean the cockatoos. I'm like, and you're like, yeah, he don't feel good. I'm like, how does he tell you he doesn't feel good? And you gave me all these reasons. Like, here's why I know he doesn't
Yeah.
feel good, and you were dead on with that.
Birds, yeah, they can be hard to read simply because if you think in the wild, the second that they show illness, they're the first to get picked off. So they're going to pretend like they're fine, and they're going to eat and drink and do everything normal that they can to survive.
Right.
So in the wild, I mean, in captivity, you see that as well. They're gonna, just even the family dog, around the cage, if they're showing illness, they're down, within biting range or a cat claw or something, then they're done.
Yeah.
So reading, there's lots of things to look for: ruffled feathers, staying on the bottom of the cage, open mouth breathing. Just kind of like any animal, there's telltale signs.
You know what to do. I know you got to get back. Dr. Matty Haley, thank you. We appreciate you, man. We love you, all everything that you do and all the services and the care and compassion of you and your staff here. It's next level. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate y'all having me. And there's not a snake on the loose.
If there is, I'm gone.
You see the sweat beating off his head over there? My goodness.
Petrified of snakes. That's Dr. Matty Haley again. Haley Veterinarian Practice up here in Lebanon, the exotic vet. He's a proud family member with us at 102.5 The Game. Much more of the Chase and Big Joe show when we come back. That's your song, Dr. Crane.
It is. Sorry, I can't really hear it that well. Oh yeah.
By your
Little
guy.
LC action, little Combs.
You like the beginning of this song?
Oh yeah. Who
He
doesn't?
brings it in.
Large amount pass, bus, smile, and a couple beautiful girls. You know me.
You know all the words?
Truck breakdown, dogs run off. That's it. All right.
I mean, look, he lives over there in Dixon County.
I mean,
Look, we know you're a big fan of the show. Just call in and
I mean,
appease us.
it'd make my day.
It would.
I would die a happy man. Then Joe can spread my ashes where I
Where?
request.
Right field
Right
and
field,
somewhere in Italy.
Milan, Italy.
Milan,
Yeah, San
Italy.
Siro.
Welcome. That's a short segment. Many thanks to Dr. Matty Haley here at Haley Veterinary Practice. He's such a great guy. Staff's great. And then you got to give a shout out to who?
Yeah, Father Ryan High School. Both of us were Father Ryan alums, and along with St. Edward alums too, grade school and high school. So shout out to Parochial League along with parochial schools and also high school.
All that's missing in this to make this a nice triumvirate is Jim Wyatt.
Yeah, Jim, I know you listen. Call in, Jim. We'd love to hear from you.
Jim, Father Ryan grad. Who's the most famous Father Ryan graduate?
Probably.
Is there anyone?
Lou Graham. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace. He won the U.S. Open.
He did.
Yeah. We at McGavick, we claim the Rock. He went there for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's enough, though. So he's an alumni for us.
Mm-hmm.
He even said it. Look, he put it on his Instagram one time that he went to McGavick High School.
Yeah, that'd be a good June topic. Most famous athletes from each school.
I like
area.
person.
Yeah,
Most break it out of that. Most famous person meets school.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't sit anywhere in those lists. That's okay.
Doesn't matter, though. That's the fun part about all this.
Yeah.
Brando, where'd you go to high school?
Hillsboro. I'm a borough.
Hillsboro.
Yes, sir.
And who's anybody famous from Hillsboro besides yourself?
I wouldn't
Gotta be
consider
somebody.
myself up there. If we're saying I'm famous, that's a pretty low bar.
There's somebody famous with the Hillsboro High School, and it's gonna bug me now to figure this out. Who it was? Hillsboro High School. Now look, this is good radio here too. Do you know that, Brando? When you look
Love it.
stuff up on the internet,
Yeah, it's amazing radio. It shows that we're all human. We don't know everything like AI.
It makes you wonder how we did sports talk before before we had internet. I'm looking right now. There's somebody famous from Hillsboro that's going to drive me crazy. All right, I'm on your Wikipedia page now, Brando. If you go to notable alumni, Hillsboro, oh, there's a lot. Red Grooms went to Hillsboro High School. I didn't know that. Let's see here. Okay, there's a lot of people I've never heard of. Doesn't mean that they're not. Jim Sasser, U.S. Senator. Bob Clement went there as well. So there's some people. Did you graduate with Matthew Jackson there?
Yes. Or actually, no, he was the year before me. Yeah, he was the year before me, 2018.
Do you know where Matthew Jackson played college football there, Brando?
Eastern Kentucky, if I recall correctly.
That is 100% correct.
A Walt Wells recruit?
Walt Wells recruit.
I did have a class with him my sophomore year, but he was a year before me. He was a junior. So
Okay. Brando, let me ask you this. What's the one class at Hillsboro High School that you still retain today, that you learn more about anything? I'm phrasing the question wrong. What's the one class that has helped you more in life than anything else?
Oh, my business and marketing class, most definitely. I took that in my sophomore, junior, and senior year, and just some of the things that I was able to learn from that, and just
Right.
how a business works, how marketing works, how it can be applied, and how critical it is to just not even running a business, but just marketing yourself. You are your own product, really, in this world, right? So
Yeah.
kind of learning some of the things based on that and just how that world works and how critical it is was so awesome. I will always be grateful for that. They have a great
Nice.
program over there for it. So
What about you there, pal? Nothing.
Nothing.
You know what mine is? Typing.
Really?
I learned how to type at McGavick High School. It's benefited me more than anything I've ever done. College, high school, learning how to type has helped me more than anything else.
It makes me think. I would probably say it's gonna be wild. Eighth grade social studies. The teacher's name Rudy Purnell was former military. Couldn't pass any of his tests, but it taught me the value.
He ever say, "I'm gonna whip your ass, boy"?
No, my nickname was Mr. Chairman in his class.
Was it?
Yeah, I never passed any of his tests for the most part, but I was always a studious worker in his class, and he appreciated that.
So what'd you learn about it?
I learned that hard work can get you a good grade.
Okay.
I learned that hard work.
Even though you failed every test.
Well, I didn't fail every test. It was more like C's and D's. But that was the
Okay.
only class.
You
that I
happy with
struggled.
those C's and D's?
Yeah, I am. I actually take a lot of pride in that because, that's a teacher that said, I'm not going to give up on you and you're not going to give up on me.
Okay.
It takes 2 to tango in this world. So don't ever give up on your.
Do you know how to type?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where'd you learn how to type?
Grade school. Yeah. Library, 3rd and 4th grade. We had typing classes.
You learned that early?
Yeah.
I learned as a sophomore in high school.
They had these things back then called netbooks. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Netbooks. They're like small miniature laptops,
Right.
whatever they are, and you just type away. I didn't like it that much because it made me feel like I was doing this. I had carpal tunnel in my hands. So I was
Don't never do that again in front of me.
like this.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, we learned a lot the show today. Exotic pets. Brandon went to Hillsboro.
Yeah.
And
You
that
and Dr.
C's and D's get degrees, according to Nick Frazier.
They
That's
do.
right.
But you know what? I graduated with a 3.75 in college, so it doesn't matter.
Ah, look at you. Humble brag. Cross your legs, feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I graduated from college.
But you did it.
I did. I
And you have had a successful career after that.
I wouldn't say about that, but
It's
thank you, though.
successful,
No,
yes.
it's not
No,
anywhere
it's-
near. Appreciate you. We know the hour coming up.
Yes, we do.
By the way, Dr. Haley's going to join us again for celebrity birthdays. It's the second time we've ever gone outside the Cromwell family to have a guest for celebrity birthdays.
Afraid to never go against the family. He's not
Second
going
time.
against- It's
John
crazy.
Christ, our friend, a very funny comedian, was number one.
Uh-huh.
They joined us, and now Dr. Haley.
That's some
So I'm gonna be surrounded by Father Ryan guys, which I'm
Let's
not
go.
sure. I'm not
Father,
sure.
Son, Holy Spirit, baby.
Not
Love
sure
it.
I like that. All right, we'll come back. Hour number 3 of the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Haley Veterinary Practice here in Lebanon, right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the third hour of the Chase and Big Joe Show live at Haley Veterinarian Practice here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Many thanks to Dr. Matty Haley. He'll join us again at 2:45 for celebrity birthdays, and we'll have a lot of fun with him then going on. We got a lot of response. We have a lot all over the place there, which is fun. It's Friday, right? In June, having a good time. Our question of the day is, where would you like your ashes spread, sports, non-sports? If you passed away, we talk about people sneaking into football stadiums, baseball stadiums to spread their ashes of loved ones, and it's kind of a cool thing. Earlier we talked about high school. Harry Miller Henry wants to weigh in and say that Taylor Swift went to his high school in Hendersonville.
Oh, nice.
She went for like a year and found out you went there, then left. So I mean, how much credit do you want to give?
Didn't Robbie Stanley have a math class with her or something?
Yeah, something like at Hendersonville. You know, Diplo, the DJ,
Yeah.
he went to Hendersonville High School.
Really?
No, I had no idea.
Huh.
In some interview, he talked about growing up in Nashville and Hendersonville High School. I'm like, what? No, what? So yeah, he's got like 10 million followers on all the socials, which is really cool. So
good for him.
to do all that. So yeah, that's our thing. And earlier we talked about your favorite sports team of all time.
Yeah.
And some people weighing in. You know, the obvious, like, I love the 85. The 85 Bears are great. I get all that. But what I like about this question is there's some sports teams that are just unique to you that maybe didn't win a championship. That maybe, you know, like I get a friend of mine that texts in and says, I love the 82 Vanderbilt Commodores. They got beat in a bowl game. They went 8-4. But with Whit Taylor, they threw the ball across the field. They kind of the first team to really throw the ball and get things. That's what I'm looking for, a favorite sports team.
Yeah.
I think that's very cool.
I'll make an amendment to my favorite sports team, the 2011 Cardinals. I've told this to you and Chase before, July 9th of 2006, when Italy won the World Cup in Berlin, Germany. I thought that was, to me, it's very close to home because those players, it was basically a roster full of misfit toys. Mauro Camoranesi, Fabio Grosso, Alessandro Del Piero.
Angelo Pastore.
Sure. I mean, you have a bunch of players that solidified their name into soccer history by winning the most prolific championship in all of sport. And now they can go and enjoy life and be looked at as gods.
What year they were? 06?
2006, yeah.
So why don't you like the poster I have in our studio of the movie Victory?
I didn't say I never liked it.
Do you know what that movie's about?
Continue. I've not seen that movie.
So it's a World War II movie.
Okay.
And all these POWs, and they put together a soccer team to play the Nazis.
Mm.
And I think it's in Italy. Sylvester Stallone's the goalkeeper. Pele's in it. And so what they're going to do is they're going to play soccer versus the Nazis. And it's like 50,000 people in this arena. And at halftime, these POWs are going to escape because they found a way out. They go into halftime. There's like one guard. They're going to escape and take off. They'll be found again. What they found out, though, is that they're playing against the Nazis who are really, really, really good, the soccer team, and they know they can beat them. So they have the question in the locker room of being, hey, let's get out of here. And somebody stands up and says, let's go beat them. Everybody's like, no. He's like, we could beat them. If we beat them, people will go crazy and they'll crowd the field. So they go back out. Spoiler alert, I don't care. The movie came out in 1981 or 82.
Okay.
It might be the best sports movie of all time. And I know we got Hoosiers and Remember the Time. I know all that stuff.
Hold up.
But this is such a good sports movie because it's all about, there's always these sports movies, there's that moment, right? Maybe in Hoosiers where Gene Hackman pulls out the tape measures. Yep, 10 feet. Yep, it's just like it is in our hometown.
Yep.
There's always that moment. And in Victory, it's not a true story. I get it.
But still, the message is strong.
It's like, let's stay and win. We could run and be cowards the rest of our life, but what happens if we stay and win? And they stay and they beat the Nazis. Crowd goes crazy. They go down, they beat the snot out of the Nazis, and then they escape anyway because they win.
That's pretty cool.
It's just such a good sports movie with such a great story that when you watch, it's about soccer.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And Stallone is amazing in Victory.
When is he not amazing in
True.
any of these movies?
True, but you should. That's in the next couple weeks. You need to watch Victory.
Okay, I'll do that this weekend.
We have the poster that Chase knocked down and broke the glass on.
But you know what? It's still up.
Because you cleaned the glass up.
Yeah,
that's
I did
right.
During DVD in that first segment.
It's just that good of a sports movie. And again, every sports movie has that, like Rudy. When he's talking to the janitor and says, you could walk away, whatever, but you don't know your true self till you actually go out and try. Those are moments in sports movies. Adrian talking to Rocky on the beach. I'm scared, you're scared, we're all scared.
Love story.
But I'm not a quitter. I was like, oh my God, that's really good. That's really good. Rocky 2, she tells him to win when she's in the I mean, on and on and on.
Those are love stories, Joe. Those are not sports movies.
Rocky is the greatest love story of all time, but
I'm
telling him to win is something else.
I know.
That's why Victory is so good.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I have not seen Victory, so I have to take your word
What's
for
your favorite sports movie? I know we talk about it all the time. I get it, but there's the moment. What's your sports movie? We'll find that moment. What is it?
It's probably Rudy. I mean, because I was the short guy that played on the football team. All my odds were stacked against me, and I had to go out there and bust my tail to earn a spot on the field. To me, that's why I gravitated towards that movie, Rudy, because I grew up in a Catholic environment in grade school into high school. Notre Dame's a Catholic school. Obviously, Father Ryan I would obviously went to school there. A lot of their stuff is the Irish. Father Ryan Irish, Notre Dame fighting Irish. Like, there's a difference, but all the similarities, along with him, Sean Austin in the movie being that small guy.
Amazing way to make that about yourself.
I knew that was going to happen.
So, like Miracle with the hockey team, that speech in the locker room.
Yep.
There's that moment. There's always a moment. And you're like, I mean, that Kurt Russell acting job and that, I mean, I watch that all the time, like once a week. It's so good. And it's like, man, not tonight. Tonight's your night. I was like, oh, gosh, man, you could just run through a wall for all that.
Gets you chills ready to get going, huh?
It does. Brando, what is your – I know, Brando, you're busy back there, but Nick and I don't care.
No, it's okay.
What is your favorite sports movie?
Oh, favorite sports movie. It's not the best sports movie, but I think my favorite sports movie probably has to be Space Jam. Just the history of it, the whole thing. I loved it as a kid. I love that movie. It is always going to be a classic, no matter how old I am.
Okay. That's when I was not expecting Space Jam. I was expecting.
I got another one for you. Moneyball.
Is there a moment? I didn't see Moneyball because it's about baseball. I'm not watching it.
When Billy Bean is sitting down at the kitchen table and he was offered a Major League Baseball contract instead of going to college, I believe it's Stanford, one of the scouts said, some are told at 18, some are told at 40, but we're all told. I think that speaks volumes.
Told what?
That, you know,
you're done?
You're done.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is deep. Because look,
some are told at 18, some are told at 40, but okay. I like that.
It's just, again, baseball guy here. That just speaks to everybody, not only in the baseball world, but soccer, football, even baseball in this case, like I just mentioned. It goes for any sport.
Okay. That's
because the prime of athletes now keeps decreasing in age to like 18, 19 years old. Like for soccer, the Kylian Mbappe's of the world have now decreased the prime age from when he won a World Cup at 19 years old. Now everybody's looking for that next big thing. And it's always been that evolution in sport is to find that young player on a cheap contract that will give you the most production. That's obviously the way things roll. But because of that, I feel like it's now made everything quicker. Like you have to get it at a younger age.
Well, you weren't alive, but when Jimmy Connors, at 40 years old, went to the semifinals of the U.S. Open in 1991, I think it was, or 90. I don't remember, 90 or 91. People were losing their mind. How does this 40-year-old guy, how is he doing it at 40 years old? And it was like, all right, he's no different at 40 and wasn't 39. I mean, it's then 38. I mean, it's just, we all put that perceived notion in our head, like at 40, you got to stop.
Yep.
You know, when you hit 50, you're done. You are, no more of that. And you look at what Brady did, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers is I know they're quarterbacks. I get all that. But there are some instances where guys playing into the late 30s and 40s at a high level. So I always hate that. Like, well, at 40, other day, somebody on a radio station was talking about a player. And they said, well, he's 29 and he's going to be 30, but I'd prefer if he was 27. I'm like, it's just 2 years.
Like I said before, when I couldn't figure out how old I was in 2011, age is just a number.
It's just 2 years. You don't decline that much. If you take care of yourself, you don't decline that much.
Do people think that the bone marrow
at
decays?
30? They think at 30 you're done. Like, oh, he's done. He's 30. This is such a.
Does the guy have arthritis in his groin?
Such
or hip?
garbage. You are. I told you the story about Prince, the guitar player.
Are you sure?
He was doing an interview, and the lady's like, "Oh, I got to tell you, happy birthday coming up." He's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, you're turning 40." He's like, "No, I'm not." She's like, "Yeah, you are turning." He's like, "I stopped birthdays when I was like 20 because of what you're doing, because you put the perceived age on us. So at 40, I can't do this anymore." He's like, "Man, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing a birthday."
That's why when you look at those big public figures and musicians, they're almost immortal. You know
Keep
what I mean?
going.
They keep going. Their
Paul
music,
McCartney's 84 years old, man.
immortal. Like,
Just keep going. Jagger's like 83.
mhm.
Just keep going on, and I don't know. It's Friday rant day, so I can do.
I
all
mean, you
that.
say it best. Like, gotta keep going forward. Like,
Keep going. Being stuck in neutral is the worst thing you do in your life.
once you stop,
I'd rather go backwards.
yeah, once you've stopped, you've lost.
That's right.
You've lost.
You stop spinning, man. Always keep knocking. All right, that's it. That's your motivational talk. We're available, Dr. Crane and I, and Chase if he wants to. He's
Yep.
off today. For motivational talks for your company, for free, as long as you feed us. Right? We'll come
Yeah.
out. We'll come out and fire your staff up.
Yeah,
And if you need us to tell people they're no longer welcome, then we'll do that too.
we can do stuff like that.
We could be. There's a guy on Instagram or he's on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
His name is Bad News John. You seen
This
this
where
guy?
he calls
Yeah.
people.
You hire him to call people and give you bad news.
I saw one. Oh my goodness! I saw one where the guy was like, "Hey, is this Steve?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I got a call from your girlfriend."
Yeah, right?
And she's want to let me know that you guys are done. Really? That quick? Yeah. I was
Like,
okay,
who is
thanks.
this? He's like, my name's John. John breaks bad news.
Yeah.
That's it. And he call you up. He'll tell you. People are like, well, why are you calling me? He's like, well, they hired me. Who hired you? Your girlfriend hired me. Why did she hire you? Because she wants to break up with you. Why does she want to break up with me? I don't know. That's why she hired me. She's breaking up with me. Yeah, I'm here to call and tell you she's not going to be with you anymore. And this goes on, and it's all real.
Yeah.
It's
it is.
all real. So every time John breaks bad news, is it?
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're available to do that for your company. All right, we'll take a break. We're live this afternoon to Haley Veterinary Practice here in Lebanon. Dr. Haley's going to join us at 2:45. He is your exotic vet. He's part of the 1025 The Family. We love him and his staff. Much more when we come back right here on 1025 The Game. Yeah. Welcome back here to the Chase and Big Joe show live at Haley Veterinary Practice in Lebanon,
Love
Tennessee
it.
today. Many thanks to Dr. Matty Hale and his staff. He'll join us for Celebrity Birthdays, America's favorite segment, at 2:45. I'm getting a lot of y'all are texting in, and on my personal, Cinderella Man being the best sports movie of all time. It's just a fun topic we're talking about. Thank you, Cody, for texting in. Thank you, James, and thank you, Josh, for letting us know this as well. But I've not seen Cinderella Man.
It has Russell Crowe, Renee Zellweger.
Is he a boxer? Isn't that it?
I believe so. Oh, Paul Giamatti's in this movie. Really? Okay.
I need you to look what it is.
I'm looking right now, Joe. Yeah, give me a moment. Yeah, Cinderella Man is a sports action movie. It is a biographical sports drama that tells a true story of a heavyweight boxing champion.
James Braddock.
Yep, James Braddock, who was dubbed. Oh, it ran out of room here.
Ron Howard directed. How about it's got 10s all across the board. I'm looking at IMDb.
Wow.
I've heard of it, but I've never put it together like that's a movie I want to watch.
So James Braddock is an Irish-American boxer from New Jersey, formerly a light heavyweight contender, who is forced to give up boxing after breaking his hand in the ring. This is both a relief and a burden to his wife, May. She cannot bring herself to watch the violence of his chosen profession, yet she knows they will not have enough income without his boxing career. So this took place in the United States during the Great Depression. Braddock does manual labor as a longshoreman. Yeah. Okay. To support his family, even.
Did you have trouble reading longshoreman there?
I want to make sure that was right. I had to squint. I'm not wearing my contacts today, so
Okay.
vision's a little blurry in the left eye. Yeah. So there you go. That's basically what it's about.
All right. I need to watch this. I mean,
Yeah.
you all weighing in on Cinderella Man. I mean, this was just a fun topic we had earlier about a defining moment in sports movies that kind of make it go from good to great. But so many people weighing on Cinderella. Okay. I had no idea. I've heard of it. I've just never. It's tough to watch a boxing movie that's not Rocky. I know that's stupid.
I don't really want to give away the movie, but I'm not going to give it away. It just says on June 13th of 1935, it's known as one of the greatest upsets in boxing history.
Oh, did he beat Joe Louis?
Believe.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
No,
okay.
Not Joe Louis.
All right. Well, that's your assignment, Cinderella Man. And you got to watch Victory, too.
Victory and Cinderella Man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember this.
Thomas and Nashville's got a good one. The Natural is such a good movie with Robert Redford and the story and everything that goes on. And we could do this for 3-4 hours about what, but it's more about defining moments in these movies, which really turn it around and get it going.
Robert Duvall's in that movie.
Yeah, is Robert Duvall. Robert Redford is too.
Yeah.
Wilford Brimley.
Yep.
I think Pete Weber watched it because he was in Buffalo at the time. Talked about watching that movie being made.
Really?
Because they would the Bisons would play at not like their regular game, like 7 to 10, and then the production would take over after until the wee parts of the morning.
Wow, the wee parts.
I mean, you learn something new on this show every day. You don't learn nothing of great value. You just learn things.
As just someone who produces this show on a consistent basis as a full-time job, you learn a lot. I mean, this is the people show. You learn things that you didn't think you were going to go into the day of learning, but now you know.
Yeah, correct. You going to watch Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight?
100%.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll find a few buddies of mine. We'll go out and watch somewhere.
What do you find? Are you going on a treasure hunt? What are you doing?
No, I'm just saying, go
phone
find
calls. Make a few phone calls.
Yeah, I'll make some phone calls.
Where's your hangout spot? Corner pub.
No.
Green Hills Grill.
No, it's
Rio Bravo and Cool Springs.
Sportsman's Grill.
Which one?
The one in Cool Springs, Ralph 65.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one over there.
Yeah.
Isn't there? What's in front of that? Like a
it's like a
Shogun.
Yeah, it's a Chinese restaurant, I think, or hibachi. Yeah,
Shogun's Japanese.
Japanese restaurant.
That's what it is.
Hey, Team Japan's practicing Monday at Geodis Park.
Why here?
It's their headquarters. They're using Nashville as their headquarters for the World Cup.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Wow, you going over there?
Yeah. Put my RSVP in. We're good to go.
What time is that on?
5 p.m. on Monday.
Okay, and then they'll leave and go. Will
play there.
they go play and then come back here?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what they'll do is they'll go fly out from B&A or wherever they're flying out from to their location of their game, and then after the game they either stay a night or then fly back. So it'll be fun. It'll be something pretty cool.
Got your questions ready?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to ask about the goalkeeper because he is a Japanese Ghanaian goalkeeper, but he also has American roots. Born in New Jersey, I believe, and grew up in Arkansas. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. See, again, we learn something every day on this show that's happening.
yep. Oh boy, Joseph.
What do we have?
We have 2 German Shepherds, one of them all white and the other one
No,
Oreo
I gotta
color.
go play with them. Now they're gonna go in there and do that. We saw a porcupine earlier, and I had seen a porcupine from afar, but his name is Moochie.
And what'd you learn about Moochie with the little pointy things?
That Moochie is pretty damn adorable. That's what I learned.
Well, we knew that, but I'm saying
His quills,
yes,
they'll hook you
correct. They have a little barb,
like the hook on NBA.
yeah, a little hook shot.
Hook shot. They'll hook
Yeah.
you. They'll bring you in. That's what porcupines do.
About the NBA for a quick second.
Yeah, pal.
Love that the referees are not blowing the whistle on just.
They're beating the snot out of each other in game one.
That's why I'm fascinated to get to hear your opinion, not get your, but to hear your opinion about the NBA right now. Because look, I'm in the same boat as you. Like the NBA has, diluted its product a little bit because of the whistle happy referees. They're not doing that much anymore in the playoffs.
Well, I think I don't like 4 steps. I like,
Sure.
we grew up when
the gather.
Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff. I just don't. I think at all levels of professional sports, there's a lot of, and this is any sport, a lot of all right, we got a game today, and we win or lose. Nah, who cares? I think when you get to the semifinals, it means something. Like you watch a Thunder Spurs game, good Lord. Had the Cavs not blown a 22-point lead in game 1, that would have been a much better series. But the flip side was the Knicks beat them so bad that we've never seen that before. I found that enjoyable.
Yeah.
I found that really enjoyable that a team they're gonna say, we're gonna beat you, you're not gonna stop us. And the Knicks beat Cleveland so bad it was fun.
It's funny, when LeBron, just watching some of these videos of the Knicks fans, they go, "Oh, Cleveland, this one's for you," and it's just a big old L because that's what LeBron's like. Cleveland, this one's for you. When he won
yes.
the NBA championship. So it's just all that trolling fodder is hilarious.
Well, and I think like the NHL too as well. I mean, the Vegas Colorado series was like, well, Colorado's going to rebound. Vegas like, no, we're going to beat the snot out of them, and they beat the snot out of them. And then watching Carolina beat Montreal was kind of fun because they dominated that game. And now you look at the first 2 games of the Stanley Cup final have been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the third period of the night. I'm like, and I told you, it looked like Vegas had 12 guys on the ice. They were buzzing that much. And gosh, don't hate me, National Predator people, but I'm thinking from the Vegas, Carolina to the Predators, that's a massive chasm. That's like the Grand Canyon of differences. You got to get there. Pred's got to cross the Grand Canyon to get there, and it'll take a while, if ever. I don't know, right? I don't know. But watching Vegas and Carolina last night, Carolina battling back, Carolina wins in over, which was great. Now the series is tied at 1.
It's interesting, like you mentioned, just how the Preds have to get to that point. I thought it was very telling when Bill Haslam, commented on that. I think it was Adam that asked a question about roster construction and was this team need to be like a Stanley Cup contender. And I remember Bill Haslam at the end of what Chris McFarland said. He goes, look, the Carolina Hurricanes went one direction with it and building through the draft and all the players they got. Vegas, on the other hand, were acquiring players. So it's 2 different sides of the spectrum. You don't have to pick one or the other.
True, yeah.
So I thought that was very telling because the Preds are in a position where they could do one way or they could do it the other way, which I think is a good thing to have. Like one way is being build through Milwaukee, or the other way is in acquiring players and free agents.
And then what did he say is like, if we're not competing in 4 to 5 years, I'm not going to be happy or something along those lines. And I like to hear that. It's like, all right, we got you in here, you get a grace period, but we brought you here to win.
And it shows he's invested. That's the beauty of it. When you're invested, then you worry about the wins and losses. And if the wins start tallying behind each other, you're in good hands.
That's really good point. All right, take another break. We'll come back live at Haley Veterinary Practice in Lebanon today. Dr. Maddie Haley will join us for Celebrity Birthdays, which, by the way, is America's favorite segment.
Yes.
And we're not just saying that. I mean, they try to give us some big honors for that. I'm like, no, it's a humble segment that's for the people and only for the people. We'll have that 2:45. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right on 102.5 The Game.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Back here on the Chasing Big Joe Show, 1025 The Game, out of here at Haley Veterinarian Practice in Lebanon, Tennessee. Dr. Kranick Frazier, Big Joe Dubin, Brandon Bigsby back at our Busy Bee Studios. Kind of getting back into our discussion of.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the worst hype song I've ever heard in my life.
Well, it's better when there's like more people,
What do you mean more people?
like in a stadium environment.
Oh,
in an
okay.
arena environment. It's pretty good.
Because I'm making fun of you. I'm not getting fired up for that.
No, I know. It's just, it's a little fun to jingle. It's a good jingle.
When do you become a Knicks fan anyway? Because they're winning?
No, Carmelo Anthony was my favorite basketball player when I was a kid.
Okay.
I liked him when he played for the Denver Nuggets, and then that was the Danilo Gallinari trade. He was Italian as well. They traded him to Denver, and Carmelo went to New York.
Okay.
And then everything revolved around Carmelo when it came to offensive game plan and all that stuff. Then it became very stale. They just,
He also played for the Nuggets. Were you not a Nuggets fan?
I just said Denver Nuggets. I followed Carmelo's career when he was at Syracuse, then to the Denver Nuggets, and then that's when the Danilo Gallinari trade happened, and that's what I was trying to tell you.
Okay.
So, yeah, Carmelo is retired, but still keep my affinity to the Knicks.
I like that a lot, pal.
So, I'm not a switch to one team or the other. So I've been struggling for a while. Excuse me. We got a little hiccups there. Let's see here. A little bit on the text line. Nevada Josh says, don't forget about the Little Giants. God, that is a pretty good movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
What?
Yeah, man.
Icebox, John Madden,
Never. It takes a lot. to
annexation
sit
of
down and
Puerto
watch
Rico. You never heard of annexation of Puerto Rico?
that. I have not.
It's the little nerd in the movie where he's like putting at this, use it in modern day terms, an AI generated version of like formulating plays. And he goes, yeah, how about this? Shows John Madden. He goes, I like this idea. It's pretty cool. So,
Well, no, I need to watch that. I've never seen that.
yeah, it's on VHS. I also watch it on like a streaming platform too. But,
Can I get your password?
it's personal, Joe.
Okay.
Can't do that.
I'd like to have it, please.
I can't do that. Can't do that at all. Let's see. More on the text line here. Wow, there's a lot of. You're right, Joe. There's a lot on Cinderella.
Yeah, right.
There's
It's crazy.
a lot on The Natural.
I need to watch the Cinderella Man now. That so many people. Like I said, I've heard of it, but I didn't know this many people thought it was that great of a movie. Now that's why I learn every day things.
Cody has a top 5 here, and yes, Cinderella Man is 1. Hoosiers is 2. Moneyball 3. Remember the Titans at 4, and Miracle at 5. You have an issue with that?
No, because I think it's all each to what we like and
Right.
Like you never heard of Victory. I think
Sure.
Victory's a great movie. There's a few other ones. There's one sports movie. I'm trying to think what it was. I can't remember it now. I was thinking about it earlier. That was that's up there too. But it's all what you like and it's what you're kind of what hits you at that moment.
Yeah.
You know, makes you feel good.
Yeah. And to be fair, like Remember the Titans is up there for one of the best sports movies of all time.
True story too.
Yeah.
Right.
And-
for all that.
And I think it was so cool when they went on their little, I guess you call it a 2-a-day or a 3-day, however you want to describe it. They all had to sit with a different like player of the team, get to know something about them. And I just think that's something that should be looked at now.
I don't
Use
mind it.
today.
I don't like things that are forced.
Yeah.
Like force you to do that. I don't like that.
Well,
They just should gravitate naturally to what your team because you
but
end up loving all your teammates anyway.
yes, but you're trying to really immerse the culture. You're trying to really immerse the chemistry together
Right.
and merge it all as one.
I
think-
get it. I understand that.
So, and there are a lot of coaches that try to do that now.
I mean, I think that's why I tell people like, "Oh, you went to McGavick." I'm like, "Yeah, McGavick. I had no black teammates." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "No, man, we just had teammates.
Right.
I never looked at you and thought you were black or white. I was like, all right, you got my back. All right, I love you. Let's go do this."
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not the black or white situation. It's the background. It's the culture of one's representation.
Sure,
That's what
I
I
get
think.
all that.
That's what I think was so great about that movie is like, the California quarterback. They nicknamed him Sunshine because of his long locks, and everybody's just back and forth, razzing him essentially.
Is that Ryan Gosling?
No, it's not Ryan Gosling.
Who was the quarterback for the Titans?
I do not recall his name, but Ryan Gosling was in that movie. He was the wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He had that big block that allowed the quarterback Sunshine in the movie.
Okay. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. All the Right Moves. Tom Cruise.
Mm,
Never saw that. You should
No.
like it. He's a short guy like yourself that's trying to play at a high level, and he does. You'd like that. All the Right Moves. Tom Cruise is a great movie.
The true underdog story.
Stefan Georgievich. I mean, it is a great movie.
Okay.
It's about recruiting and growing up in a small town of Pennsylvania where football is key, and Craig T. Nelson's in it, and Sean Penn's brother, rest in peace. I think Christopher Penn's in it. I mean, it's such a good movie. But it's also at the same time I was coming into high school, and
Right.
we're watching all these movies. I was a sophomore in high school, football, and guys getting recruited. It just meant a lot to us. It was really cool.
Obviously, different eras, but when you were playing football in high school, how cool was it to get like a letter from a certain school of like, hey, we're recruiting you?
I will bring you in next week all the letters that I got.
That's pretty cool.
But it didn't mean nothing because I didn't play for any of them. But I got a lot of letters. It meant nothing, though. I look back.
That's a pretty cool feat, though. Like if you're somebody that's really trying to pursue that career in high school,
Right.
to get all those, wonderful,
The
letters in the mail.
coolest one I got, and I had it framed, is Jimmy Johnson at the Hurricanes in '85. He said, "I've heard a lot of good things about you, Joe. We got some tape on you. I liked you on tape, Joe." I mean, it was like it wasn't these. No, but he signed, but it wasn't those like formulated like
generic.
we like you and but it was just like hey, we hope McGavick has a good season and on and on. Like that's very cool, but it means nothing. You look back because I accomplished none of that.
Yeah, you did.
Not really.
I mean, you accomplished it,
Not at
Joe.
that level.
Yeah.
And then look back, it's like, God, I should have worked harder. I'll tell you, when I tell people, it's like, there is zero substitute for hard work. Zero substitute for hard work. And you can't make up time.
That's right.
Look at us, man. Again, we'd like to come out and speak to your company. Chase, myself, and Dr. Crane will come out and whip your office into a frenzy.
It's better than our comedy.
It is.
Say that straight up.
Oh, my goodness.
The
But
worst 9 minutes and 32 seconds of my life.
Oh, it's the best. All right, we'll come back. One final segment live here at Haley Veterinary Practice in Lebanon. Dr. Haley and his great staff here today. He is the exotic vet. Here's commercials all the time. He's a proud family member with 102.5 The Game. We love him and his staff. He'll join us next for Celebrity Birthdays right on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back into the final segment of the Chase and Big Joe show, live here in Lebanon at Haley Veterinary Practice with Dr. Maddie Haley. Fun morning today. We've seen all kind of cool things come through. Porcupines, 18 dogs we're going to kidnap and take home with us. Having the best day. So we'll bring back Dr. Maddie Haley. It's an honor to have you back.
I appreciate you having me.
We've had George corrected me that we've had 2 other celebrities with George and John Christ. George, thank you for joining us a while ago doing this for celebrity birthdays. But before we start, we always do what day is it? So Dr. Crane, Brando, hit it, brother.
All right. Today is Apple II Day. So I guess the second version of the Apple computer. Festival of Popular Delusions Day. Hot Air Balloon Day. Don't want to know
Nope,
what type of
never,
hot air
ever,
balloon.
ever.
I'm good for that. National Attitude Day. National Donut Day. Delicious. National Fish and Chips Day, celebrated in the United Kingdom. National Gingerbread Day. There's that. National Gun Violence Awareness Day. National Veggie Burger Day. You can pair that with a little bit of National Ketchup Day. And the last 2 on the list we got is World Environment Day and Sausage Roll Day. Love
Well
a good
done.
Sausage roll.
Dr. Maddie Haley will join us for celebrity birthdays now. Dr. Haley, you ever been in a hot air balloon?
I have not. I would do it though. I would do it.
Really?
I think it seems like a good time.
You would honestly do that?
I absolutely would.
Look
Oh,
at this
there's
smirk
no-
on it. It's like,
I
yeah.
absolutely would.
This is a guy that deals with porcupines, cockatoos, snakes, monkeys, chimps all day long, doesn't care.
Kangaroos.
Has kangaroos, has no scaredy bone in his body.
I told you earlier, he is cold-blooded.
Is this a Father Ryan thing?
It might be.
Don't
Yeah.
don't say that.
Go Irish.
No.
That's right. Go Irish.
All you guys are missing is Jay Jamison. You know Jay Jamison? No, you don't know. Jay's a good athlete back in the 80s.
She is.
Became a Navy pilot,
There's the giant dog.
by the way. Oh yeah, you neutered a
Yep, she was spayed today.
spade. Sorry.
She's a good trooper.
And how much does that dog weigh?
150, I think. Somewhere in that
150.
range.
It's a beautiful puppy dog.
Yep.
All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Dr. Haley, you get to go first. Today's birthday, how old, Dr. Haley, is Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots?
Ooh. 68.
80.
85.
Woo.
Dr. Crane, how is former Nashville Predator player Martin Gelinas? I don't know. He played with the Preds a long time ago.
Okay. 50.
Martin Gelinas.
I'm going 47.
56. Dr. Haley, how old? I'm with 2 doctors today. Dr. Crane, Dr. Haley.
More qualified than I am.
I don't know. You're pretty qualified, Nick. Dr. Haley, how old is former New Orleans Saints receiver Marquise Colston?
43.
40.
He's 43, dead on.
Woo, look at me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, look at him. Got it done. Dr. Crane, you better get this. How old is Kenny G today? Kenny G. You know what the G stands for?
Enlighten me.
I do. It doesn't stand for that.
Okay. Well, that's not all right. Let's go 54.
Ooh, Kenny G, got to be older than that, right? 62. Oh,
70.
Yeah.
Dr. Haley, how old is actor Ron Livingston? He was the main actor in the movie Office Space. Also was in Band of Brothers.
54.
58.
59. That's now 2-1. Dr. Haley on top. Dr. Crane, how old is singer Brian McKnight?
40.
We waiting on me over here?
Yeah.
You go 40. I'm going 44.
57. Dr. Haley, how old is actor Mark Wahlberg? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Is that what they're called back in the day? Something.
It's got to be 50s. 57.
52.
55. Dr. Haley's up 3-1. Dr. Crane, how old is singer Pete Wentz? Forget, he's in some band. What band's he in? Like Pete Wentz.
That'll narrow it down, Joe.
Right?
50. No. 62.
56.
He is 47. Pete Wentz is in.
We
Hold
didn't
on.
have a clue who he was. Either.
Hold on.
I was like,
Happy birthday.
I'm going to look this up real quick.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty Haley. This is just every name I hear is like, I may be.
Fall Out Boy.
Oh, really?
Lead singer of Fall Out Boy. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. So lightning round. Dr. Haley, you get to go first. How old is country singer Gail Davies? She's a Nashville girl. You're a Nashville guy.
That's not ringing a bell. I'm going to go 34. No clue.
40.
78. Pretty close there.
Yeah.
Dr. Grant, how old is guitar player Fred Stone of Sly and the Family Stone?
53.
61.
79. Dr. Haley's up 3-1. Dr. Haley, how old is drummer Nico McBrain of Iron Maiden? How old's the drummer for Iron Maiden?
Hung in the 50s. Let's go 54.
60.
74. Dr. Crane, how old is the lead singer of Psychedelic Furs, Richard Butler? They sing Pretty in Pink. Do a pretty damn good job of that.
Oh, boy. 62.
64.
70. Dr. Haley, how old is bass player Peanut of 311? You should get that. That's your favorite band.
Yeah, they do have some good
Big
stuff.
Peanut
out there.
fan,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Okay.
huge. 47.
44.
52. Dr. Crane, we got two more here. How old is Dr. Crane? How old is you're down 3-1? This is your last gasp.
Mhm.
How old is musician DJ Mustard?
DJ Mustard.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Got to be a little younger now. Let's go 37.
42.
36. With that,
Ah.
not enough. Dr. Haley wins 3-2.
On
Good
his-
job, Dr. Haley.
On his own stomping ground.
Think
On
I
his
knew-
own, he had home field
I think I knew
advantage.
2 or 3 of those names. Kenny G, Wahlberg. and
Oh,
maybe
that's
one more.
great. Dr. Haley, thank you, man. we
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
you. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
y'all for having us.
Yeah, we love it, man. Thank
Yep.
you.
Welcome
Such a
back
good time.
anytime.
Will do there. Thank you very much. Dr. Crane, thank you. Good show today.
Thank you. It was a fun time out here at Noah's Ark.
Yeah, that's right.
It is
Hey,
Noah's Ark.
Haley's
Yeah.
like I said
veterinary
earlier, I'll
practice.
take
Yeah.
that. I'll
Yeah.
take that.
What do you got coming up next week? Anything like you got a monkey, kangaroo? This happens, just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a full schedule already, but halftime I don't look to the day of.
Right.
I get a little bit of a surprise here and there, so yeah, that's all right.
Dr.
Love it.
Crane said when you did your thing on Channel 2, you brought out a giant snake, and the girls were like, "Oh my gosh!"
Maybe giant to you. It wasn't too terribly big, but it was. I'm trying to remember which one. I took a gopher snake on there. A Samoan
Yeah.
gopher snake.
For the
Actually,
Love Boat,
Yeah.
Gopher?
Well,
that guy. Let's see.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the reaction was the same as mine. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what?
yeah, they were a little standoffish, but I think they.
It was a fun
they-
time.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Good
I
times. All
enjoyed
right,
this.
Dr. Haley, thank you again. Good time up here today. The Exotic Vet, stop by and see him. It's so many people come here to see him because he does such a great job. To your staff too as well. Thank you.
My staff's wonderful. I want to give a shout out to all of them again, especially friend of the house keeping us on our toes, Miss Becky. She does a wonderful job, and I couldn't do all this without them. So
Miss Becky brought us pizza.
that's right. See,
Right.
she's always coming through.
She best thing ever, man.
That's
Thank
right.
you, brother. DVDs coming up next. We close every show every day with the same message to our guys out there. If you are struggling, if you're going through some dark clouds, look, we've all been there. I was there. What helped me was reaching out, talk to somebody, getting up and going for a walk, and keep asking God for opportunities. Know how much we love you, how better our world is because you are here. Please know that. Please know that. Please know, more importantly, more than anything else in the world, how much God loves you. DVD is next. Have a great weekend, guys.